Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets lost in Montreal last night, 2-1. They'll try to get back in the win column tomorrow night when they face the San Jose Sharks at home. Coverage starts at 4 o'clock here on The Fan. It was opening day for both Ohio Major League Baseball teams yesterday. The Cincinnati Reds started off with a 3-0 home loss to the Boston Red Sox, while the Cleveland Guardians began their season on the West Coast, beating the Seattle Mariners 6-4. And there were 4 Sweet 16 games last night, and 3 teams from the Big Ten will be in the Elite Eight. Illinois, Iowa, and Purdue all advance in the NCAA tournament, along with Arizona. Sweet 16 action will continue tonight. This update was sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Request your free roof or exterior assessment today at RamosRoofingOhio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. I almost said happy Monday to you. It's
Don't do that.
Happy Friday to you. Welcome in. Good morning. Go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Hello, Tyvis.
Wagwan.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Wagwan.
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 Yeah. So we have a lot to get to today. There's obviously NCAA tournament stuff to talk about. There is the start of Major League Baseball. Opening day happened yesterday. We can get into all that. Jackets playing last night.
This is a rare thing.
Oh.
All 3 of our teams won on opening day.
Yes, because none of us are Reds fans. So
Correct.
that is why that is
Yankees,
accurate.
Mets, Guardians.
Yeah, well, Dylan, your team won two nights ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
With the
Netflix. Did you watch
out
that?
there with the Giants? Yes,
I watched some of it. It came on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
It wasn't like you had to work the next day.
That's true.
you just decided to go to bed. That's fine. I understand. He's dedicated to the craft. He stays on schedule.
My kid is 7, but I still subscribe to sleep when the baby sleeps. Yes.
Is that okay?
So when she goes to bed,
you go to bed?
All
All right, that's fair. I guess that's. See, I'm now at the point where, like, once the kid goes to sleep or kids go to sleep, then that's when it's like, oh, now I can watch my shows. Now I can watch stuff that's like maybe something I wouldn't want the kid to walk down and one of them to say,
What kind of shows you watch?
Well, no, I'm saying
B.O.B. Little B.O.B.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Riley Reed.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No,
I'm talking about Bone. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I like.
Live your truth.
Listen, I like to watch shows that might be a little more violent, that might be a little more sweary, that might be, yes, there might be some nudity.
You into
but it's
that
not,
stuff.
It's not the.
You into that one, huh? You know, hey, you like what you like. Having sex.
Listen,
I know that category.
He's got the box set of 50 Shades of Grey.
Have you guys ever seen The Boys? Like that show, The Boys is a show that you can't watch with the kids at the house. Like you cannot watch that show. There's all kinds of horrible stuff going on in that. There's violence. There's people getting ripped apart.
I need to go back to watching that. I haven't watched that since season 1.
Yeah,
the funniest part was when they they tried to save the plane that was going down.
And Homelander looks at
he goes, don't worry, everything is gonna be fine. And she's like, are we gonna save them? No, they're dead.
Right. I don't want my kids watching that. It's a horrible show. Now they can find it when they get to be grown up. They can go watch it on their own time. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch something that's a little more non-PG is what I'm saying. So once the kids go to bed, that's it. If I'm going to stay up like tonight, I don't have to get up tomorrow for this show because it's the weekend. So I am going to probably stay up and watch something like a movie or something I haven't watched in a while. But I got to tell you, did you see the Netflix thing? They're hiking the price up again.
Yeah, the price.
Listen, I know for some of us who allegedly have friends in high places who help us get things that maybe are a little bit illegal, legal. I don't know. Allegedly, whatever. All I'm saying is you may not have to worry about it. But for those of us who actually pay for Netflix, it's now going to be like $28 a month for Netflix.
Just get it with ads. It's like $9 with ads.
Not anymore.
Now it's like $17 with ads.
I thought it said it was going to $8.99.
I think they jacked the price up on that. I think it's like up to $16 or something like that.
I know.
Either way, I'm not.
Did I misread it?
Listen, I'm not paying to then have the ads also playing over the thing I'm already paying for.
With ads playing, $7.99
Yes,
to $8.99.
But what is the one that's like the mid-grade one?
Standard without ads is $17.99 to $19.99.
What's the one that's $28.99?
Premium plan $24.99
Yes.
to $26.99.
Because that's the one that you can actually allow like more than one TV in your house to have it on, which is, of course, we got the kids and everything. So that's why, right? So for a family, it's like you got to that.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Here's what
wise man once said: "Blank them kids."
Well, all right. Here's what I know.
That is a great quote from the second best basketball player of all time.
Okay. Here's what I have gone and decided to do. I yesterday started researching DVDs and physical media.
Yeah, it started here.
We're back.
Because I'm about to get me a Blu-ray player.
Because I'm done with, one, I'm sick and tired of every time I go on Netflix or Paramount Plus or Peacock or whatever I'm on, then it's like.
Or hear me out. Allegedly, for a small fee.
Yes, for allegedly a small fee and federal jail time. You too can potentially steal whatever you're stealing. Listen, all I'm saying is, allegedly, I'm saying I know that if I go buy a DVD or a Blu-ray, and I'm the last person. I got rid of all my CDs. I got rid of all my DVDs. I've been on Spotify for years. I've been on Apple TV and in every Paramount, Prime. We got all of it. And I've realized now that, like, when I want to go watch a movie, sometimes I'm jonesing to see Batman Begins, right? And then you got to go, all right, well, which streaming service is it on? You got to look that up.
You got to look up what.
And then you go, do I have that streaming service? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me go on Amazon. Oh, they have it, but I have to either rent it for $4 or buy it, and then it's digitally there. But then yesterday we were at home, by the way, this happened. We're at home, internet went out. So now I got nothing.
My internet went out yesterday, too.
Yeah, because it was windy.
Watching.
Somehow the wind knocks out the internet. I don't understand.
I was watching Cross.
What's Cross?
Alex Cross is like a detective.
I don't know this show.
It's on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Oh, so I have to go look it up.
It's on season 2. I forgot that season 2 came out, so I was watching. I was binging through it.
And what happened? The internet went out.
Internet went out.
Yeah,
and it froze, and I just was sitting there like, of course. So you know what I did? I started to go. I worked out. I went and started doing some workouts.
Right. That's what I went and read a book.
Some burpees and farties and all.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm just saying like that. It was between that and then all the streaming crap going up, and then half the time you go on the stream and it's like leaving soon, and it's like this movie just was on here like for 6 months and now it's gone, and I can't watch it again. Like, no. I've decided once I buy a Blu-ray for like $4 on eBay, now it's going to be there forever? Why don't I just do that?
The part I don't understand is why don't you just like buy the movie digitally?
Yes, and then where does it live?
Wherever
in my account.
Amazon Prime or wherever you get it.
And then if the internet goes out, then what? I don't have it again.
What if the discs don't work?
I'll buy another one. They made 1 billion of these things.
If the internet goes out, that's just temporarily.
Listen, I'm telling you, I went on eBay last night.
I'm just trying to help you with all the. Because you're about to have one. You about to have one of them places where the TV's right here, and then next to it is a whole bookshelf of DVDs.
I'm going back,
and I don't think you need to do that.
I'm going back,
you
baby.
Can just buy it, and it'll all be right there on Amazon.
I've decided. I went on eBay last night, and for like $60, I had like 20 movies. I was like, this is great. And then they're mine forever? Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I got to get a DVD player. That's the other
allegedly.
I'm not allegedly. You're
allegedly.
One day they're going to kick down the door and you're just going to be like, ah! And it's going to be you and little Tsunami off to federal prison.
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I don't want to besmirch. By the way, you know who didn't have it last night? Unfortunately, they were close. They didn't play poorly. Jackets didn't get the job done in Montreal. They lose 2-1. We obviously know they're not going to win every game on this stretch where they've already run a ton. So all the caveats being said, did you see the goal that didn't happen from Mason Marchment.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Didn't I send that to y'all last night?
Yes, it was unbelievable how it was hanging there, dangling in the crease for you. He goes, his stick is on the ice, he swings.
It missed.
It looked like baseball season, strike one. Just a whiff.
I mean, all he had to just tap it in.
Just tap it in. Just a little happy. Oh, man.
Is there a slight chance that his stick got lifted ever so slightly, or did he just whiff?
I don't know. You know what? It didn't look like it was enough that it was consequential enough that I would say, oh, yeah, you got to give him a pass there. Now, I give Mason Marchment a pass because, one, he's been awesome this year for the Jackets. He's one of the reasons why they're in the position they are. He has scored and created more goals for this team than that one that he missed. So, yes, in the moment, that one was painful. I'm sure for him, he's like, I can't believe that was there and I couldn't get my stick to it. It's unfortunate.
Even if they lose that game, it would have been great for them to get a point.
Yes, just to get to overtime, get that extra point, because last night, didn't Ottawa and Pittsburgh go to overtime?
They went to a shootout, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Either way. So that was the worst case scenario there is they both are getting points, which you don't want. Who else won last night? Some other team in the East won, too, that was that's in this whole thing.
The Islanders?
I think that's right. Yes, I think the Islanders, because didn't they played someone played Chicago.
Stars.
No? Okay, then I'm thinking someone else played Chicago, I thought.
Flyers played Chicago.
And didn't they win?
They won 5-1.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
We're not worried about them.
No. But okay, my point here is regroup, get back to it. Tomorrow night, you're back at home playing the Sharks, right? So let's go. Just put that aside. You're better than all these Western Conference teams anyway. Prove it. Go out there, beat them tomorrow night. 2 points, however you get them, and let's go.
And
let's not get too sad.
Sunday. They go right back at it and play the Bruins.
I'm sick of them having these back-to-backs where, like, the second one is the one where it's like, oh, yeah, this is the team you're fighting in the play. Why can't we get that one on Saturday and then on Sunday play the Sharks, where it's like, if you give up a little ground to the Sharks, who cares? They're not even in your conference, let alone your division, but whatever. This is fine. You know the task at hand. Jackets have, 10 games left now? So we're in crunch time. Every game, every point is important. And, of course, we'll have all the action for you right here on The Fan. We come back. You may have had a pretty bad day, maybe like whiffing on a goal right in front of the net. However, probably not as bad as the guy who sang the anthem at the Mets game. You will hear that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Expect wet roadways and some ponding in a couple areas at the 270-70 split on the west side. We are seeing reports of water over there and slow-moving traffic. 2 crashes on 71 southbound, the first near Cook Road, the second right near Greenlawn Avenue. And then still watching crews clear out an issue on 270 eastbound as you push into Alum Creek Drive. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Colin Man here for Jermaine. Everybody's talking about affordability when buying a car these days, but the truth is, GoJermaine.com has a great selection of affordable inventory. Maybe that tax return's going to hit your mailbox pretty soon. Well, go see my friends because they have 300 new cars under 30 grand, over 300 used cars under 20 grand, and it's only at GoJermaine.com. And along with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Get started at GoJermaine.com.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats.
Terms apply. See app for details.
It's Common Man and Timmy for our friends at Hollywood Casino.
Oh, it's a big month, Common Man.
Why?
Because there's lots of basketball to watch and lots of cash to win.
That's right. If you're watching hoops, you can reserve your spot at HollywoodColumbus.com. And some of the packages come with $300 in dining credits.
And this month you could win $1 million instantly. That's your final answer. Plus, there's multiple ways to score big cash prizes weekly.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, basketball.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Spring is hatching at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Join us April 3rd and 4th for Eggs, Paws, and Claws presented by Kroger. Hop on over for 2 days of extra special fun with photos with the Easter Bunny. Meet Egbert and roll into Shelley's Rolling Shellebration. Clues are hidden all around the zoo for explore and find, so bring your sense of adventure. Get your discounted tickets at Kroger and don't miss this extreme spring celebration at the Columbus Zoo.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting, just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move. A pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Catch all the buzzer beaters, upsets, bracket busters, and more at the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It's the greatest month of the year.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see drier conditions and more sunshine later on this afternoon, but it will be a cooler day with highs only in the 40s here for your Friday. Calling for a high near 46 with winds out of the north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And as we head into the weekend, we're tracking more sunshine and some quieter conditions with highs in the 40s on Saturday, warming to the upper 50s to near 60 here on Sunday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I have a question for you, Tyvis.
I may have an answer.
We saw a video of Arvo Reese at Pro Day at Ohio State a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah, the bend.
Because he was going around. He was going around the tackling dummies, right?
They put him versus Ruben Bain and said two different bends.
Okay.
Right. Ruben Bain was like, he was dang near an inch off the ground.
Oh no, it was incredible.
It was.
The still shots of that look like physically impossible for a human to do, and it's crazy how
I'm looking
flexible
at it
he is.
now.
Right, it's insane. Now, Ruben Bain is a tremendous player.
Ruben Bain was a grown man.
Well, you saw him against Ohio State.
That's a grown man.
I hate to say it,
right
but
there.
it was.
He got the T-Rex arms though.
This is see, this is exactly what I want to go to. It's exactly where I'm at.
He got the T-Rex arms.
Because I have always contended that we have too much time to watch these guys in college, where no one apparently who does NFL draft evaluations really pays attention to that stuff, where we actually watch them play week over week over week. We see how improvement happens even in week-to-week stuff where you go, man, this guy started at this spot. By the end of the year, he's progressed to this. That speaks to something too, right? But you see the talent, you see the measurables, but most of the NFL draft people not all of them, right? The scouts are paying attention to this stuff, but the people who talk about it on all the talking heads, they're usually just focused on the NFL until it's draft season. Then they go look at college and say, who's good, who's bad. So what we've had so far in the last week or so has been Ruben Bain has the tiniest arms known to man, and he's essentially going to be like, if you draft him, it's like the Burger King tiny hands guy, except it's his whole arm. He just can't move them. So that's bad for him, and he's going to suck, and don't draft him.
Yeah.
Also,
pretty
he
much
has
what they're trying to say.
Elite bend, and he's a man amongst boys, and if you get him, he's going to be the greatest pass rusher of all time. Like Lawrence Taylor, move over. Like, this is your guy next, right? And so I'm trying to figure out, what is it that the NFL draft evaluators on TV actually want, right? Because Arvell Reese is someone who also showed you in the season what he can do. He is a physical freak. Yes, he had a video that came out, which I'm not quite sure why Ohio State posted that video.
Same reason.
Feels like maybe that was one to not
Texas
post.
Tech posted it.
Well, because then yesterday the video comes out from Pro Day at Texas Tech, and it's David Bailey, who's another defensive end, pass rush guy.
Both of them two guys are, different mocks have both of those guys going 2 to the Jets. Some got David Bailey, some got Arvell Reese. So, yeah.
David Bailey and Arvell Reese's, those clips that came out looked pretty identical.
They did.
David Bailey also did not have tremendous bend around in this one drill that we're watching, which, by the way, those defenders that he was going against don't have arms, don't have legs. It's just tackling dummies, but that's whatever. I'm just saying, we've seen enough. Can we just get the draft going? It's another month of this crap that we're going to have to deal with, and it's annoying. I would rather the draft just be in March so we could get it over with, but instead...
Let me ask you this.
Just because we're going to have a month of this stupidity now going on is all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. You're the Cincinnati Bengals, and you're on the clock.
Yeah.
And Ruben Bain is available.
At 10?
At 10.
I don't even, I'm running. I'm running.
He got the T-Rex
I
on.
don't care. Then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Jurassic Park footage and show you what T-Rexes do. And I'm going to say, yes, we drafted a T-Rex. Is that bad? Last I checked, that was the villain in Jurassic Park that everyone was terrified of, is the T-Rex.
People ain't going to want to draft him because
Yes, because his arms are short. Well, the good news, you know what else is short?
You know who else?
It's short. Every quarterback they're drafted now is all like, oh, he's 5'8", but he's fast. He's twitchy. He can do this stuff.
The last time this was an issue happened just last year.
Okay.
Guess who else got the T-Rex on?
Who's that?
Will Campbell, the left tackle for the Patriots.
Okay.
He got the T-Rex.
By the way, was Will Campbell bad this year?
Not
or did he
at
have?
all.
No,
he
not at all.
He had a bad Super Bowl.
He had a bad Super Bowl. The best of the best. He got a little owned as a what? Nine-year veteran?
No,
rookie. A rookie in the Super Bowl didn't have his best game. Breaking news.
I think it's hilarious because it's one of those things that if you just didn't know anything about Ruben Bain and you was like, I'm going to educate myself. Let me just watch his highlight.
Sure.
You'll walk away and be like, boy, hey, I don't see how you don't take him.
Of course.
This dude was moving people against their wheel out the way.
It's all about what you need,
And now
right?
you mean to tell me because of his arm size, we going to ignore the tape?
Yeah.
I just don't, I have a hard time with that.
This is where I'm at, is if you need a guy who puts his hand in the dirt and you look at Ruben Bain and go, yeah, but his arms are tiny, good. They're closer to the dirt then. I don't know what to tell you. Watch the guy play football. And if you look at Arvell Reese and said, we need a guy who puts his hand in the dirt, Arvell Reese may not be the perfect player for that system. Now, not that he couldn't learn it.
You want Arvell
not that he couldn't develop into that.
I wouldn't.
Well, if you're looking to get someone who's an impact player right away from that spot. But you've been saying since before we even got the season over with, you have said what about where Arvell Reese should go as far as
he should go to a 3-4 defense, not a 4-3. I don't think putting his hand in the dirt is the best thing for him. But if you put him in a stand-up outside backer that's an edge rusher that can drop in coverage, I think that's his speed.
And don't the Jets, isn't that?
The Jets definitely do that.
They could use a guy like that is all I'm pointing out. So just let's keep all of that in mind. I think sometimes the fact we're so caught up on a picture from Pro Day or a throw from spring practice, and we're just now extrapolating that to yes, for the next 12 years, this man will never be able to play football because of this one thing I saw on the internet for 5 seconds, when none of us are even really NFL talent evaluators. At least Tyvis, in your case, you played. And you can look at these guys. Do you look at Ruben Bain or Arvell Reese or David Bailey and see anything so far in the last 48 hours that make you go, oh, I've drastically changed my opinion on these guys? Right.
No.
Right.
Because the thing is, and some people got to understand this too, like, some people aren't drillers. Like, they're not good at drills. Like, that's just, there's so many people in the league that I used to be like, this guy, but then you put him out there and it's like, oh, he's fine. They don't look good in drills. Some people just can't do drills. And that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not about to let a drill tell me when I got a whole tape. Like, the only time drills make sense to me is if you don't know nothing about the guy and this is the first time ever seeing him. All right, let me see what he looks like in drills. But if I got a whole year's worth of tape, I know what he can do. I'm literally watching the game of football be played.
I don't get it.
Bone, you mentioned that both Ohio State and Texas Tech posted videos of Arvell Reese and David Bailey maybe not looking the best bend-wise in the drill, and then Tyvis said both those guys are mocked to go to the Jets in many mock drafts. That's why they posted it. They don't want to go. They don't want to go to the Jets. They're like, look at this terrible bend. Don't draft me number 2.
Reese is like, hang on, can we get the one of me? I'm going to do one where I look like I've never even reached over to tie my shoes. Can we post that one, please? I want that to go to so the Jets are like, no, please don't. Yeah, supposedly, I mean, the Jets people were there at Pro Day, and apparently
wasn't there?
No, but the Jets people were like
Ryan Poles.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
He went to Alabama.
He went to Ty Simpson.
Good for him. That's great. All I'm saying is, like, if that changes your opinion, then sorry. I think that stuff is silly. That's all. This is from the Mets Pirates game yesterday. This guy is the star of Hamilton. I forget his name, but he's he plays George Washington in the musical Hamilton on Broadway. This is Hamilton star singing the national anthem for the New York Mets. It didn't go so well.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what so proudly we hailed, were so gallantly streaming.
I mean, it's no Carl Lewis, but
and the Rockets,
oof.
That's bad. It's the fact
That's
that
bad.
I just was telling Meredith, like, have you ever forgotten the words?
Oh yeah, Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist. She sang the anthem at
the last Saturday.
Yeah, at the
right?
Buckeye women's game. Yes,
and she was like, "No, you kind of know it by heart now. You don't have that problem." And then boom, a week later, this man messes up the words.
He messed up as good as I think he could have, though. Like, once he messed up the first line, and then he went to the end of the second line, and got him right back on track.
Yeah, he ended up
worse.
He ended up cutting to where the line that he should have said is like, or the ramparts we watched were so gallant. That part.
Right.
That's what he should have done. He skipped that, but then wherever that line would have gone, what ended that? The next part he kept on right going, and then he got back on track.
Right.
But you could hear it in his voice where he's like,
he paused. He should have paused.
I would be my biggest fear if I can't sing, thankfully, but that would be my biggest fear is that I would forget those words.
By the way, they should have just, as soon as that guy messed up the national anthem, the Pirates should have pulled Paul Skeens off the mound right
Well,
then
see,
and there.
no, because that's the thing is I'm watching this live.
My dude didn't even get through the first inning.
I was watching this live, and I'm like, oh, this is not a good omen for the Mets. Where it's the home opener, you're in New York, the guy's on Broadway, screwing up the anthem. And, of course, I go on Twitter because I'm like, did I hear that right? Did he screw that up? No one said anything. And then I go on Twitter, and it was within a minute, it was just, oh, anthem singer screwed up. We're dead. The Mets suck. We're going to lose. Then I watched the first inning and saw O'Neal Cruz have
my goodness.
two of the worst plays back-to-back in the outfield I've ever seen in my life. The Mets ended up getting 5 runs in the first and chased Paul Skeens after 2/3 of an inning.
Yeah, get him out of
Poor
there.
Livy Dunn needed to be consoled. His girlfriend.
O'Neal Cruz, two basics playing in the outfield. 1, wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
2, first step always back.
Yes. And he did both wrong 2 times in a row. Crazy.
The sad part is after he missed the one, he just looked at it.
Yeah.
He just
Then you got Joel Embiid tweeting at him, telling him that he better learn DH.
Yes, that's good. All right, 2 minutes away. Are the Browns trading Myles Garrett? We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Ponding in a couple of areas and definitely wet roadways to start your Friday. At the 72-70 split on the west side, watch for high water in a couple areas over there. 2 crashes on 71 southbound this morning. The first near Cook Road, the second just passing Green Lawn Avenue. And then crews are still clearing out a disabled vehicle on 270 eastbound as you push into the Alum Creek Drive exit. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The water's standing in the tub. My toilets will not flush. The smell's getting bad in here. I need help in a rush.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein.
And it's more than one donut.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, there was a story that came out a couple days ago. This is like typical Browns everything, where Andrew Berry has decided in the Browns front office to restructure Myles Garrett's deal because the Browns remain always looking for a better way to get more cap relief for the year they are in, never at all thinking about what that will do to them down the road because they just are living in the moment because they have made so many other bad deals, one in particular that involved Deshaun Watson, where they pushed all his money back multiple times, that eventually it catches up with you and you have to do something about it. So now they're doing the same thing with Myles Garrett. They have announced they are restructuring his deal. He had money that was going to be due to him at the start of the league year. It would have been, I don't know, $30 million, something like that, extra on the cap hit, some number like that. They've deferred that to like a bonus that will kick in at the start of the year, of the actual season, something to that effect. It changes their structure. It allows them to have a little bit more cap freedom, right? So then a bunch of people speculated, well, this must mean they're trading Myles Garrett because the way they restructured the deal makes him easier to trade. Few thoughts there, Tyvis. One, if that was going to, let's just entertain the idea that they would trade Myles Garrett possibly. Would you, as a Browns fan, be totally opposed to ever trading Myles Garrett?
Heck no.
I wouldn't either.
If Dallas want to give me 3 first-round picks, I seen this thing that was like, who says no? The Cowboys receive Myles Garrett. The Browns receive pick 12, 20 of this year's draft, and a first from 27. If that's what was being offered, he out of here.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
He'd be going down 71 at 100 miles per hour. His way to Dallas.
Gone. I'd sprint that. Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, I listen. It's not that I don't want Myles Garrett to finish his career as a Browns player, but like at some point, it's about trying to build the rest of the team, and he is a tremendous player. He's a Hall of Fame level player. When he retires, he will be in the Hall of Fame, I'm quite sure. However, if you can get stuff for him, great. The problem is the tradability of that contract is not like as easy as people think, because even though they restructured the deal, it's probably, I saw Zach Jackson, our guy, tweeting about this, that it's probably not going to be something that anyone would trade for before June 1st.
Yeah,
it's one of those things that because of the way this is all structured, you wouldn't probably be able to trade him this draft, which is actually fine with me. Because if there was a trade that were to be happening with Myles Garrett, I would want all the picks to be in 2027 anyway. Wouldn't you? That's supposedly
ain't nobody giving that up.
For Myles Garrett, I would hope that a team would think we could have Myles Garrett this year actually playing for us, a Hall of Famer in his prime. Yes, we'd have to give up some potential Hall of Famers maybe down the road, iffy, next year, but we think we're going to be better this year. We want to compete for a Super Bowl. I'd rather have Myles Garrett than the 28th or 30th pick in the NFL draft.
The reason I would be scared to trade for Myles Garrett and like give up all that capital is because he's more closer to the end than the beginning.
But
at some point, it's gonna fall off.
I guess, but also like at some point, you could make that argument. It feels like, oh, this guy's in his third year. Well, he's not a rookie. It's like, yeah, but he's still got a lot of meaningful football ahead of him, Myles Garrett. Do we think he's going to fall off in the next 5 years?
I'm not willing to mortgage my future to find out.
I mean, I think if you're a team that has a now as opposed to a future. Well, like the Cowboys have Dak Prescott.
They ain't got no now.
What do you mean they don't have now? They think they've got their quarterback?
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying. Listen, I agree with you.
Go ask the Dallas Cowboys fans how they feel about that.
Who runs the Dallas Cowboys?
Go ask Ted.
An idiot runs the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry Jones is desperate to go win.
How he feels about, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys.
I'm sure you could find a team that would be willing to part with picks that's like a playoff level team that would say, yeah, we'd add Myles Garrett to our defense, and that would make us really great.
But wouldn't that like, what's the point of taking those picks? Because if that's the case, then they're going to be last in the first round.
I agree with you. But I think it's a worthy discussion. If you're getting like 3 first-rounders for him, then I think, all right, well, at some point I have to consider that. Now, here's the problem. They're probably not doing this deal. They're probably not trading him. And I saw Adam Schefter actually spoke to this on Pat McAfee's show, where he said more or less, yeah, I called the Browns, and they are adamant. There's no reason that they would trade him. They don't have any desire to trade him. Of course,
they came out and said their plan is for him to go from Cleveland to Canton. So I
remember that. Yeah, I remember that very much so. But remember, Myles Garrett didn't like that when they said that until they flashed a bunch of cash to him. And then he said, never mind, I like it a lot.
Cleveland to Canton sound really good, doesn't it?
So I want to highlight my guy, Gary Davenport. He writes for Bleacher Report, listens to the show. Gary posted this last night. I think it's spot on. He said the Browns redid Garrett's deal again to clear cap space because they need the wiggle room for a specific free agent. That's his read of the situation.
Free agent this year or next year?
This year. And he then said,
I looked at it like maybe they gonna make some type of trade.
He brought this scenario.
Receiver.
Well, that could be it too, right? That could be it. Maybe they're looking receiver. But also he said, if that player is Taylor Decker, he's looking for a team.
Bucks.
He's got a lot of money that's owed to him, but he's also looking for a team. I mean, he's going to be a high-priced guy, but he has been injured a lot too. So don't sign me up as saying Taylor Decker just can't miss, got to do it. But he brought this up. He said, give him a lot of flexibility if, when they go to the draft. And everybody's expecting them to draft a wide receiver and an offensive tackle in round 1, but maybe
they get they sign Taylor Decker and draft 2 receivers.
Or maybe at 6, maybe he slips past the Giants, and then maybe you add in Caleb Downs to that defense.
He ain't slipping past the Giants.
I mean, okay, maybe Sonny Styles is there. You add him in the mix. I'm just saying, like, it would give them. It's an interesting theory. Is all I'm pointing out. Interesting theory.
Browns don't get Cardell Tate at 6. They lost their mind.
Oh, I agree with you. Get a wide receiver if you go fix offensive tackle. I'm with you 100% on that.
According to ESPN, the top 3 free agents available: Juwan Jennings, Taylor Decker, Stephon Diggs. Are one of those guys going to become Cleveland Browns?
The one
Jawan Jennings is a 0% chance.
Yes.
They was about to fight him on the field. So
Yeah,
that's why they would sign him.
That's
The Browns, they like dysfunction.
0%.
No, they don't. Are you kidding? Jimmy Haslam will fight you in the streets for saying it. It's not a dysfunctional building. How dare you say that?
Shelby Miles and Malik was trying to fight him on the field because I think Malik Collins got hurt, and they said he said something that you shouldn't say to a man.
Oh, that's not
Shelby
good.
just went off on
That's
it.
not
It's
good.
the funniest thing in the world. So I just knew they're not signing Jawan Jennings.
I want to see Cardi B and all of Stephon Diggs' baby mamas at the Browns.
They broke up.
Sure, why not?
They broke up.
They
That's
can
all
always
right.
get back together.
You never
How many
know.
times does she get back with Offset, Tyvis?
You think she would do that again?
See, I'm out of my depth here. I don't know what anybody would do in that situation. Who knows? All right, so there you go. Myles Garrett, probably not getting traded, but just something to keep an eye on. Probably more of the Browns love to restructure contracts, and so they did. To save themselves some money this year, to kick the can down the road for future years. Welcome to the Browns. This is what they seem to do all the time. Coming up next, a couple of former Buckeyes are facing jail time. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are watching issues at the 71-104 exit and entrance ramp. We've got crews clearing out a couple issues dealing with flooding over there, so be mindful if that is your exit. Also watching flooding at the 270-70 split on the west side. Be mindful as crews work to clear that out as well. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward here. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so I'd like to thank Berm for seeing me lose 50 pounds with Awaken 180 and deciding to copy off my paper. It's no secret, the program works. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Tax time is here, folks. That refund burning a hole in your pocket? Or maybe you're just ready for something bigger, tougher, more you? Head to Capitol Ford in Whitehall and drive home in a brand new F-150, Explorer, Bronco, or Mustang with incredible tax time savings. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 60 months on select models, plus qualified buyers can defer payments for up to 90 days. At Capitol Ford, you'll find great rates, flexible terms, and approval power that get you behind the wheel fast. Visit CapitalFordColumbus.com today. See dealer for details. Not all buyers qualify.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. March is here. McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion is rolling out 26 Chevy Silverado 1500s with below supplier pricing for everyone. That means savings up to $12,000 off MSRP, or lease a brand new Silverado for $279 a month for 24 months with $3,998 due at signing. Rules and restrictions apply. See dealer for details. The McDaniel GM Superstore has been family owned for over 100 years. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Want big flavor and even bigger value? The new $9.99 value meal has arrived at Hothead Burritos. Get your choice of a customized, loaded little burrito or bowl with fresh chips and salsa, plus a drink, all for just $9.99 today. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
BMI FCU is celebrating their 90th anniversary all year long with monthly sweepstakes. Open a BMI FCU Visa credit card. Enjoy rates lower than the national average and a special rate on balance transfers. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Columbus has a new football team, the Aviators. UFL football lands April 3rd. Be there for our home opener at historic Crew Stadium. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now at uflaviators.com. That's uflaviators.com. United, we fly.
The nightmare of the cleared drain. Those drain clearing specials from the other guys seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. It's done right the first time, so that nightmare of a drain becomes a dream come true. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call 614-232-2222 to get started.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years.
I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Sausage, egg, cheese, made from scratch buttermilk biscuit. Hungry? Canadian bacon, egg, cheese, fresh baked croissant. How about now? Bacon, sausage, Canadian bacon, cinnamon swirl French toast. There it is. Grab a hot UDF breakfast sandwich made in store on fresh baked biscuits and croissants from our bakery. And right now, buy any breakfast sandwich and get the second one for just $1. Only at UDF. Mornings made for you.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Still bummed about the fact that Mason Marchman had it sitting for him right on the doorstep last night. With under a minute to go, puck's bouncing in the crease. All he has to do, he gets a stick near it, the vicinity of it, and again, either it hops over his stick or his stick hopped over it. Either way, didn't get enough of it. Jackets lose 2-1 in Montreal. If he hits that one, maybe he ties it. I mean, would tie it up. Maybe it goes to overtime. If nothing else, you get the point. And then from there, maybe you get two. But just need it. Still third in the Metro. Still control their own destiny, all that stuff in the playoffs. They don't need help right now, but yeah, you got to get back to the winning ways tomorrow when they take on San Jose at Nationwide. Hopefully they can do just that.
It just would have been nice. Pittsburgh won in the shootout. If those results get flipped, the Jackets are in prime position to finish second in the Metro and get home ice advantage in their first round playoff game, which would be pretty sweet.
Well, like we were talking about yesterday, I think their percentage to make the playoffs was 88%, 89% heading into that game. Losing that game last night in regulation, that dropped their percentage chance of making the playoffs to 75%. Still very good. Still not where we thought this team would be in mid-January when they had to part ways with Dean Evison, but just not what we were hoping for, right? Out of that game, just hoping that you could at least get a point there on the road. But try to get 2 points tomorrow night, get it back. That would be ideal if we can.
By the way, Tyvis, for the second time, has stolen my facial hairstyle, so I have stolen his hoodie with the starter jacket look.
Yeah,
yes.
I like it.
First of all,
I will say, Tyvis, you walked in today and I thought you had a haircut. Then I realized, no, your beard is mostly gone. You've trimmed up to just the goatee and the mustache.
Yeah.
What prompted that?
I am getting a laser on my face, and the laser doesn't go through the hair, so I wanted to make sure that I got the full thing.
Okay.
So I shaved it down, but I feel less manly.
Are you lasering? Are we lasering anywhere else?
No.
Doing any other lasering?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Why are you lasering your face? Are you getting some plastic surgery?
No.
Okay.
I am getting my face so all of it can be one tone. You know, I don't want it to be dark on my forehead, light in the middle. Like, it's all going to be one shade of brown.
Can I go get lasered and change my skin tone? Because I would definitely like to not be like the palest person in humanity.
Darker?
Just just a little bit of a tan, but like I get like a reddish face. Can I get rid of the red face? That's what I get all the time.
Well, I think you can make your whole face reddish.
No, I want it.
That's the best we can do.
Best I can do is a cam reddish for you. That's what we're going to do for your face. Cool. Awesome. Never mind. Won't do it. So a couple of just not great stories here for former Buckeyes. We'll start with former Buckeye by the name of Kirk Barton, who, as you probably know, was involved in a fatal crash in Dublin. He apparently was he was driving the wrong way. He had an OVI, 2 counts of, driving while intoxicated. He initially pled not guilty to these charges Then, however, changed his plea so the charges could be reduced, I guess. This crash killed 24-year-old Ethan Perry, but he was charged with 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 2 counts of OVI. On Wednesday, he pled guilty to 1 count of aggravated vehicular homicide. The other charges were dropped. He will be in jail for 5 years. They said that he was going at one point 126 miles per hour, 5 seconds before the crash, and 114 miles per hour at impact. Perry was in his car, apparently, in his vehicle, when Barton's car struck him and killed him. So this was, I believe, in Dublin, like not far from like the inner part of the
It was like Bridge Park, like the roundabout area.
Near that area,
Yeah.
right. Where it's definitely not freeway speeds anyway, but freeway speeds are not 125 miles an hour. So, yeah, obviously horrible situation there. So Kirk Barton goes away. I'm surprised it's only 5 years, honestly. But that's apparently where we're at with that. Also, this one, you and I were talking about this in the office yesterday, Tyvis, and we didn't get to it on the show, but former Ohio State football player has pled guilty to 9 counts of robbery. 27-year-old Marcus Williamson was arrested in 2024 for robbing banks.
What is going on?
I don't know.
This has been the worst year for former football players.
Yeah, there's been
we got the D. Lee thing, this, and Kirk. Like, man, we gotta stay in the house.
This
man.
is not good. So apparently, one of the incidents occurred April 24th of 2024. That's where he entered First Merchants Bank, 5090 North High Street, according to records. Excuse me. Anyway, said he approached teller with a note demanding money. They said he robbed allegedly 9 different banks and totaled $22,000 worth of stolen goods. He's facing 40 years in prison.
Banks for $22,000. You robbed 9 banks. I'm thinking I thought you 220 million.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very efficient.
He played from 2017 to 2021. Imagine if
his last year was NIL.
I'm saying,
he
like,
could have got that on
$22,000 is like what you call your uncle calls in the middle of the night, and it's like, oh, if he doesn't get this, he may not play this weekend. Like that's like you can get more than that just with a quick call. This is what you're robbing bank. He's risking 40 years in prison for this.
Yeah, that ain't enough.
No, obviously very poor decisions being made there in both accounts there. So
we doing
better.
bad. We doing bad.
I think you're gonna have to find a new co-host soon, T-Bone, based off of these trends.
That's right. The guy who drinks lemonade and never touches a drink alcohol, I gotta be worried about. Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I gotta think about that.
Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. Well, the funny thing is we got to talk about why Tyvis isn't in today. And I don't think Tyvis will be in for quite some time.
By the way, something pissed me off yesterday. I'm sitting there, I'm watching baseball. I'm wearing shorts. It's sunny out. It's nice. I'm walking around the neighborhood. There's a little wind, but it's still nice out, largely, right? I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow's Friday. Let me go check that forecast real quick. Let me whip out the phone, go get on the 10 TV app, look at the forecast.
40.
It said, getting up this morning, it would be 35.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how is it half the temperature from yesterday to today? It bugged me out.
If you see a 70 or 80 day, just know.
Yeah.
It will be followed up by 40.
Right. And then, of course, everything was like there's severe thunderstorm warnings last night. There was, we could have tornadoes.
I was watching the Texas-Purdue game, and I kept getting interrupted because,
of course,
severe thunderstorm and tornadoes.
Yeah.
And
so
all of that.
I talked to our house band, Art and the Official Intelligencers, and said, could you guys whip up something that maybe sets the mood for how we feel here in Central Ohio with this weather? And this is what they brought it to us.
I saw the sun. Screen door open, grilling in the driveway, walking the dog, sunburn on my nose, thought the cold was gone, couldn't be more wrong.
a new leader in the clubhouse for Scumbag Coach of the Year. We'll let you hear from him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Expect wet roadways this morning and reports of a couple flooding spots, including at the 71-104 exit and entrance ramp. Be mindful as crews clear out issues over there. Same situation at the 270-70 interchange on the west side this morning, especially going southbound on 270. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Bo Bishop here. Ready to hit the road and make some memories? Then get to RCD RV, Central Ohio's go-to destination for the best deals, unbeatable service, and adventure-ready RVs. Start your journey today at any of their 3 Central Ohio locations or visit online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Menards has all the tools and fasteners you need to finish your home improvement project. Whether you need standard nails for general construction or specialty nails for specific applications, you'll find them here. New fast collated nails are made in the USA with the highest quality steel. Check out our entire selection of new fast collated nails and view our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Common Man here for Jermaine. Everybody's talking about affordability when buying a car these days, but the truth is, GoJermaine.com has a great selection of affordable inventory. Maybe that tax return's going to hit your mailbox pretty soon. Well, go see my friends because they have 300 new cars under 30 grand, over 300 used cars under 20 grand, and it's only at GoJermaine.com. And along with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Get started at GoJermaine.com.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-444-9336. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-444-9336. That's 800-444-9336 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-444-9336.
Raise your hand if you're excited about feeling older faster than you should. No takers? Yeah, I didn't think so. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients right here in Columbus, they're getting relief right now, feeling younger and jumping back into life full speed ahead, and that didn't happen in an operating room. My friend Dr. Ray Tesner and his team use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need the relief the most. This is how I was treated. I had a knee issue. I went in there. We had a consultation. I went through a series of treatments. And you know what? After a handful of months, my knee started feeling better and better until I was able to get out there and do the things I loved again. It's all true. It's all real. The sooner you get started, the sooner your inflammation eases and the sooner you'll start feeling better again. So find out if you're a candidate at your free consultation at qckinetics.com/Columbus or 380-208-4544.
Hey there, friends. High Bank isn't just award-winning whiskey. They also make the best vodka in America. With 3 Central Ohio locations serving scratch-made food and craft cocktails, High Bank is perfect for date night, game day, or drinks with friends. Learn more at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH.
to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
When we designed our Columbus Blue Jacket ticket plans, we designed them for fans like you. For fans who want to choose their games and their seats, and fans who need flexibility when their plans change. Columbus Blue Jacket season ticket plans. Get your tickets now at bluejackets.com.
Hi, I'm Connie Britton. I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets lost in Montreal last night 2-1. They'll try to get back in the win column tomorrow night when they face the San Jose Sharks at home. Coverage starts at 4 o'clock here on The Fan. It was opening day for both Ohio Major League Baseball teams yesterday. The Cincinnati Reds started off with a 3-0 home loss to the Boston Red Sox, while the Cleveland Guardians began their season on the West Coast, beating the Seattle Mariners 6-4. And there were 4 Sweet 16 games last night, and 3 teams from the Big Ten will be in the Elite Eight. Illinois, Iowa, and Purdue all advance in the NCAA tournament, along with Arizona. Sweet 16 action will continue tonight. This update is sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at Scramblers. From now through March 31st, get a buy one, get one free deal on the Manhandler skillet on the app. Terms apply. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis says that in all his years being in football locker rooms, he never once looked at another man's junk. He cannot say the same thing about working at this radio station. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, so if you have got a situation where maybe the weather throws your house into climate chaos, it gets warm outside suddenly, you're running your AC more than you ever thought you had to, it gets cold outside, now you're running your heat more than you thought you should. Could be because the window insulation, the one in your windows, has failed. Plus, if you've got those windows that just sometimes stick because they're old, they're warped, they're whatever, they need replaced, now's a great time to fix that problem. All your window problems with Window Nation. The pros at Window Nation can help you get new energy-efficient windows at a great price. Right now, the more you buy, the more savings you can enjoy, up to 50% off all window styles. Plus, with the Window Nation financing options they have, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month, you could be enjoying your windows very, very soon. They'll get the job done in one day. Plus, they do a 50-point inspection on every window before it leaves their factory. WindowNation.com is where you go to set up your fast free estimate now. That's WindowNation.com. Again, the more you buy, the more you save this month with Window Nation. Tyvis, people in the chat and on Twitter are saying that, about the possibility of you committing crime. That came up in the last segment. Meat Sweat says,
this
is what Meat Sweat says. He says, you guys don't have to worry. Tyvis will just end up doing something in Cardell's Tesla. Flee the scene, and Cardell will take the fall. Tyvis will be in the next morning like nothing happened, saying it's a shame it happened to my buddy. So see, they'll be like, who's this car registered to? Tyvis Powell, Cardell Jones. And then he'll be the prime suspect, not you. That's true.
That's fair. That is fair. I wouldn't do him like that.
Yeah,
First of all, I don't. It's so crazy because I was sitting there. I was like a couple years ago. I was talking to my friends, and I was like, if you heard me commit a crime, like if it just popped up on your phone, Tyvis Powell committed a crime, what do you think it would be for?
What did they say?
Nobody really has a good answer because
I have one. Assault.
Assault?
Why would I do that?
Yes. One day Tyvis is just going to crack.
You sound like Common
person's
Man.
going to say the wrong thing. Tyvis is going to give him hands.
This is exactly what Common Man. The Common Man thinks because I'm so happy all the time.
You're
eventually I'm just going to snap and just like, I don't know.
Your emotions are very regulated. Well, I like how you giggled when you said mass killing spree. I don't know that that's what I would be necessarily rooting. I don't know if I would be rooting for that. I just, look, here's the thing. I think that if I had to pick like a crime that you would be involved in, I know that, like, let's say something came across, Tyvis Powell commits crime, whatever it is. What I know is I would call you and say, Tyvis, what happened? And the first words out of your mouth would be like, here's the thing. And I know I can just picture you say like, so here's the thing, because that is the Tyvis Powell line. Whenever it's like, hey, that doesn't look good. There's always like, well, all right, here's the reason.
I would tell you, let me call you back from a payphone.
Yeah, that's actually a good call.
Let me call you.
Where are those? Do we have payphones anymore?
I wonder if it is a payphone.
I don't even know.
Get you a quarter. So I'll be in there like, y'all got change for $1. I need a quarter.
I went to a concert a few months ago, and the bar that I went to was not in Columbus. It was in West Virginia, but they had a booth, like a phone booth, and it had stickers all on the inside from all the bands that had played at this venue, and they had a phone in there, and I didn't pick up the receiver to see if could it work.
Got to dial down the center.
Yeah,
free call.
Well, you're telling me this? I grew up in collect call era. I grew up in you have to find a phone at the mall to call your parents and call them collect. Yeah.
Come get me, I'm ready.
Yeah, we
have a call from come get me, I'm ready.
Yes, exactly. Exactly right, buddy. You know it.
By the way, speaking of crimes, I just sent something to Timmy for go to jail.
Okay.
Did you guys see the guy yesterday or gal that missed their exit on 270 and 33 and backed up far too? A lot.
No,
they didn't cause an accident.
Did she? I seen it on. They were showing it on 10 TV. Was she all the way to the side off the road,
or he? We don't know.
We don't know who it was.
Were they off the road?
No. They were in the right lane.
They were in the right lane. Could you imagine if you think, I think that car stopped and it's like, no, they're backing up towards me and I'm going freeway speeds? Yeah, instant jail if they find that person. You need to, I'm sorry.
Someone just did this. It was like the 670 on-ramp. I think it was like around this time last year.
Where they stopped?
Yeah, the van just stopped.
Yes, and then tried to go across like 3 lanes of traffic as people are going, yeah, man, that's... You have to realize sometimes you just miss your exit and you're going to have to divert for 10 minutes and get back to where you need to go. That's on you. You missed your exit. It happens. Don't do that.
Especially if it's 270
insanity.
And 670. It's just a circle.
Yeah, just hop off an exit, go get back on, go turn around and get back on the road and you're good. Yeah, don't do it on the freeway. So this is interesting. LSU has decided to hire former head coach Will Wade, who was there previously.
I was about to say, wasn't he there already?
Was fired amid an NCAA probe that left the program with significant sanctions. He went elsewhere. He ended up at NC State last year. And it's interesting because there had been kind of an open thought that he was going to go back to LSU. This question was asked of him during the ACC tournament, where it was mentioned that maybe the LSU job, should it come open, his name had been not just kind of mentioned. It was an open secret almost that LSU wanted to do this. Here's Will Wade just a few weeks ago when he was asked by a reporter about the LSU job.
No, is the job open there? Huh? No, so why would I'm not? Listen, let me be very clear. I'm excited at NC State. I was hired at NC State to do a job. This wasn't going to take 1 year. I've already met with our administration about next year and some of the changes that we need to make and some of the things that we need to do to put this program where it deserves long term. So I'm not, I don't, I'm not on social media. I'm not into gossip. I'm not into any of that sort of stuff. But look, we're going to win, and we're going to win big at NC State, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do moving forward. And we have the resources we need. We have what we need, and it's on me and my staff to get the job done. And look, this year hadn't gone exactly how we wanted it to, but we're going to rally, and we're going to work hard, and we're going to have a team next year that's ready to roll.
All lies. All lies. You know what, though? You're right.
It's great coach talk.
That's
great. That's politically correct. And then he said, I ain't going to be here.
Magic Johnson.
He went to I ain't going to be here.
By the way, NC State's athletic director, whose name, and I'm not making this up, his name is Boo Corrigan. Boo. B-O-O. Boo Corrigan.
Okay.
The North Carolina AD is named Bubba Cunningham,
I thought Tsunami was bad.
Well, I'm just saying, they got Bubba and Boo running the North Carolina athletic departments between NC State and North Carolina. Anyway, Boo Corrigan in a news conference Thursday said he would, quote, commiserate with fans in terms of feeling lied to. And I'd let them know I'm as surprised as they are by what's gone on. Apparently, he said he got a resignation letter that was an email from his agent. So not even like a phone call, not a face-to-face, nothing from Will Wade where he, sacked up and said, hey, thanks for the job, but I'm going to have to leave now. So that's about as scummy of a way as you can do it. And guess what? If he goes to LSU and gets them to the tournament and they go win games again, no one will care. To your point, Tyvis, no one would care that it right now looks bad. And he's going to get all the hate from NC State fans. They will not forget this, of course. But at LSU, they love scumbag coaches. They got Lane Kiffin there. They got him. They got, what's-her-face running the women's basketball program. They got some winners. Oh, my God, LSU's got some winners down there. Just a bunch of dirtbags.
Well,
good job.
Well, the LSU woman, she won a championship.
Why am I blanking? Kim Mulkey.
Yeah,
I was blanking on her name. No, but I just am not a fan how she's someone where if you ask her like, hey, this thing was going on with like a former player of yours when you coached Baylor, like Brittany Grimes, she's stuck in another country. She's like, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Why are you even asking me? And it's like, because you were her coach and she's in trouble. Thoughts? No thoughts. Nothing to say. All right, fine. Whatever. But she's just... So quit asking.
I'm not going to. So quit asking.
By the way,
LSU plays Duke today, 10 p.m.
On the women's tournament.
side.
Oh, there you go. Go Duke. I never usually say that, but you know what? Go Duke. I can't stand.
I'm not going to. So quit asking.
There you go. Nick Saban there.
Will Wade literally left LSU in shambles with the sanctions.
Yes,
that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
LSU is just so slimy that they don't even care.
No, that's my point.
It's gross.
LSU could care less about your. I mean, I guess in some ways I respect it because they look at the NCAA and go, "Oh, them? Yeah, okay, yeah, we're real worried about their sanctions." Like they don't care, and they know if it really doesn't matter. Because if, let's say, Lane Kiffin does some recruiting violations, or let's say Will Wade gets caught doing something like that again, what are they going to do? Yes, they'll get punished for it, but if they win championships, the banners will stay up, the DVDs and the, all the stuff that they print up for it will get sold. Everyone will have the happy memories, and no one will care. So
his show cause from LSU had literally just expired.
Well, that's why, as soon as it expired, everyone said, oh, they're getting rid of this coach and bringing him back. Because, I mean, most of his recruiting violations, wasn't it stuff that now is just called name, image, and likeness and transfer portal?
If that's the case, then is Jim Harbaugh going back to
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, his doesn't expire for a while.
Right.
I think he's got a few more years on his. But, yeah, I mean, this is not a surprise to me.
Would the Wolverine fan base take him back?
Hell yeah,
of course they would. Are you kidding? Yes, they would take him back in a second.
After all the stuff that did happen.
No, they would say that was all those rogue agents of other people doing that. That's not him. That's no, they want him back, of course. The Jackets insider, Jeff Sabotto, he'll help us figure out what happened last night in Montreal. We'll talk to him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Wet road conditions as you head out on your Friday. We're also watching a major road closure. 104 is shut down in both directions between Dyer and Thrakill. This is between that 71-270 split right by Frank Road. You can use 71 or 23 in between that stretch to get around this. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices and quality you'd find in store. We'll bring your groceries right to you in our refrigerated trucks so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And now you can enjoy free delivery on orders of $50 or more with your digital coupon. Place your order today. Restrictions apply. See coupon for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Hothead Burritos' new Abrazo fish taco is in season. Wild-caught Alaskan pollock, creamy queso, zesty Southwest sauce, and cool avocado lime. Catch your new Abrazo fish taco now for a limited time at Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners, only 30 calories, just 5 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. That great Pepsi taste with even more to love. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
Remember your first football game, the sound of the crowd, the smell of the grill, the moment you fell in love with the game. This spring break, pass that moment on. At the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, families walk through the greatest moments in football history and create new memories of their own. See the legends, experience the history, share the game you love. Make the Hall of Fame part of your spring break road trip. Plan your visit today at profootballhof.com.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Hunger is a real problem for too many Ohio students and their families. Sadly, a lot of educators face food insecurity in our state too. Education support professionals like bus drivers, custodians, and others often work full-time in our schools and still struggle to make ends meet. We must come together to make sure all Ohioans have what they need.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see drier conditions and more sunshine later on this afternoon, but it will be a cooler day with highs only in the 40s here for your Friday, calling for a high near 46 with winds out of the north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And as we head into the weekend, we're tracking more sunshine and some quieter conditions with highs in the 40s on Saturday, warming to the upper 50s to near 60 here on Sunday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Friday, we are joined by the Jackets insider himself, Jeff Sabotto, on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets lose 2-1 last night in Montreal. Jeff, good morning. And how much does Mason Marchment want another swipe at that puck in the crease with under a minute to go?
Yeah, I would have to imagine that's the case. Just unfortunate. The Jackets pull the goalie, have the chance there, and was it from where I was at the arena, it was at the far end of the ice. I couldn't tell exactly what happened originally, and then you see the replay, and it's like, man, you're not really going to get much of a better chance. But I don't know if there was a stick that got in there, or if he just couldn't quite get everything he wanted on it, or what exactly happened. But yeah, that's a tough one because there's 30 some seconds left that would have tied the game, and instead the Blue Jackets take the loss. So yeah, that's a tough one, but that's hopefully he gets another shot at it here over the weekend with the 2 games and can put one in the net and make up for it, because it's an unfortunate way to go, that's for sure.
How do you feel about the Jackets? And now they're in 3rd place in the Metro. Now, obviously, you still are confident that they're getting in and all of those things, right? You're not worried about anything, are you?
I'm not. No, I mean, the way that they played on that road trip, and they lose 2 out of the 3, but they really didn't play bad hockey, except for maybe the first period in Philadelphia, and then they came back and won that game. But like last night, I mean, they played really well and just could not, put the puck in the net. It had to be frustrating for the whole team because they had so many good chances as that game went on. And you look at the analytics and the numbers, the kind of the underlying numbers, scoring chances, high danger chances. The Blue Jackets did everything but put the puck in the net. They had well more scoring chances and good looks in Montreal, and they missed the net a couple times on some really good looks throughout that game. They were the better team throughout the entire first period, and so if you just keep doing what you're doing, you're probably going to be a playoff team. You're not going to win every game when you play well, but if you keep playing well, you're going to win more games than you lose. And so I come back from that trip, and that it's not like they were great on Long Island. Last night they kind of got a little limited with chances at times as the game went on. But by and large, the style of hockey they played in these last 3 games, even though they've lost 2 of them, is still what they're trying to do. And in this sport, if you just keep doing that, you're probably going to be fine. And so I think that's the team's attitude, and certainly sounded like Rick Bonus's attitude after the game. So I'm not worried. It's not like they're going out there and laying eggs. They've just had maybe some bad luck or some bad finishing the last couple of games, and you just stick with it and try to do better the next time.
Yeah, I feel like, the way that this team has been playing, they've earned the grace to be able to go in the last 3 games, scoring only 4 goals. That's not something that I expect to continue, right? And I even Mason Marchman last night missing that shot. If he hasn't had the season that he's had, the Jackets aren't even in this spot. So you can have moments that don't work out. You can have things that don't go right. However, coming up, tomorrow you got the Sharks at Nationwide, need that game. Then on the road, back at home still against the Bruins on Sunday as well. Then 2 games against the Hurricanes. It is all the teams that are, either ahead of you in the standings or right there with you in the standings as far as in the East, with those 3 out of those next 4 being Eastern Conference opponents. This is a massive week for the Jackets coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Montreal was one of those games where they're in there against the teams they're fighting. You mentioned 2 against Carolina. Buffalo is coming up, and they're one of the best teams in the East. You've still got Detroit on the schedule, the 2 with Boston. So basically, everybody that you're playing or that you're in the battle with or that's ahead of you is on the schedule here. So they're basically all 4-point games. Which is both good and bad. I think, one, it engages you and it gives you the opportunity to pull ahead of those teams if you can win those games, or at least the teams that you're battling with. You're probably not going to pull ahead of Carolina, but you know what I mean. But also that makes some tough games because you're facing a team that's just as desperate as you are. So maybe kind of how you look at it depends on what your thoughts are on whether maybe you'd rather face teams that are out of it versus the teams that you're battling. But hey, you control your own destiny. And, I look at the Jackets' record against the top teams in the league throughout the year, and it's been pretty darn good. And I know they've, I saw some people on social media talking about under bonus, the only games they've lost have been against teams they're battling with, basically. But, and people are like, well, you got to be able to win these hard games. But you look at the Jackets' record against the top 8 teams in the league, and it's pretty darn good. So they've shown most of this year that they can go out there and play against the best. They just beat Carolina. They're 2-0 against Buffalo. So you play these games that are in front of you, and you control your own destiny still, that if you take care of business, you're going to be a playoff team.
Talking to Jackets insider Jeff Sabotto on the Bryant Heating and Cooling System fan guest hotline. Jeff, it's been such a heavy emphasis since we're getting closer to playoffs. It's been such a heavy emphasis from Bones on defense, because if you want to go into playoffs and play playoff hockey, it has to do with defense. Do you think that heavy emphasis has impacted them offensively?
That is a great question, and they certainly have been very good defensively. And you look at last night against Montreal, that's one of the top offensive teams in the league, and the Jackets, really didn't give up much. But then, you look at the numbers right now, and it's worth asking because you get shut out on Long Island, you get 3 in Philly, and 1 last night, so that's 4 goals in 3 games. But generally, I look at the quality of chances. And last night, again, you look at the analytics, you look at where the Jackets shot the puck from, you look at the chances that they had. They just didn't finish, and maybe it was just one of those games, but it wasn't like they were really held from getting good scoring chances. They were a little bit on Long Island. The way that the Islanders played that game, they're a defensive first team, and they really kind of shut down the Jackets for good portions of that game. But in the last 2 and in the games they've lost, generally in this last little bit, they're getting chances, they're getting looks, and so maybe they're just a little bit snake bit, or maybe it's bad luck, or maybe you've just got to finish. You've got those chances, you got to put the puck in the net. There was one, Adam Fantilli had a pretty open net last night that didn't go in. There was some, that Marchman one at the end. I guess you can say maybe a little bit of it's on the guys, but some of it's just kind of some bad luck too. And so if they weren't getting opportunities, I'd be a little bit worried about the scoring. But especially last night, I look at that game and they had the chances. They had the puck. They were in the offensive zone. Offense is defense in a lot of ways too. So they did so many good things, and it's frustrating. And you got to get it figured out soon though, and you got the chance to get San Jose tomorrow night to do it.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of offense is defense. I mean, one of your defensemen scored the lone goal last night, Damon Severson. Then he leaves the game with an upper body injury. I know it's probably too early yet. Do we have any early lead on, how long this will be, if this is something we will see him possibly this weekend, or where do we stand on that injury?
Yeah, there was no update from Rick Bowness after the game other than it was an upper body injury. But if you watch the play, it didn't look good. As soon as the hit was made on Severson, you could tell he was kind of into some distress and clutching that arm. So we'll hopefully find out shortly. And you hope it's good news, because the way he's playing, especially with Zach Werenski, they have tried Zach with pretty much every defenseman on the roster at some point this year. And there's been some mixed results at times. And, Siva, the way he's played over the last 20 games with him, that pairing was just playing so well. And he's having such a great year, scores that goal last night. So you hope you get good news here on Siva, because if not, that's a pretty big hole in your lineup that you're going to have to deal with coming down the stretch, just because of how well he's played and how well he's played with Zach Werenski. So, you hope it's good news. Fingers are crossed on that one.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Jackets tomorrow night back on home ice in Nationwide, taking on San Jose. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on The Fan. Thanks again for the time. We always appreciate it, Jeff. We'll talk again soon, all right?
All right, sounds good. See you guys.
There you go. Jeff Sabotto on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. One of the newest members of the Buckeyes talked about why he chose Ohio State. You'll hear from him in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, 104 is closed in both directions. This stretches between Dyer and Thrake Hill Road. You can use 23 or 71 in both directions to get around that closure. That is, again, due to flooding. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Our double hung is as good as it gets. There's something really simple. It's called an interlock. We interlock our windows. The interlock is the absolute best way to alleviate air infiltration. With the interlock, it's harder to break into. When you interlock the sashes, it makes a better window. It's just a darn good window, and we're very proud of it.
Visit Rosati Windows and get 35% off all windows and doors by March 31st.
Aetna has been my lifesaver. Easy to understand, and if not, customer service is always there to help.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We show up for you, because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Hi, Dave. Your people were at my house yesterday. Are you happy they came? I never realized how much that junk was bothering me until it was gone. We love to give people that clean, happy feeling, Dave. Thanks for calling. I feel great. Can I say one more thing? Sure. When your wonderful people were about to drive away, I looked at my wife and said, that was love with its sleeves rolled up. Did your wife agree? Absolutely. Dave, you made my day.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Sex, intimacy, and love are essential to fulfilling relationships. Erectile dysfunction can take a serious toll, stealing enjoyment, weakening intimacy, and placing stress on partners that can feel overwhelmed. But ED doesn't have to continue to impact your relationship. Why, you may ask? Because my people at Tri-State Men's Health are there for you. They got treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They got treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of their treatments can have you last an hour or more. Bring your weekend in correct. Tri-State got 6 locations, 2 of them located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that brings you closer together. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Initial visit is only $99. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
I'm told we have some audio to play from the President of the United States.
The biggest load that we've seen.
I don't know why I had to play that. So I just got a note from Fish said play that. I don't know why he said to play that. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Hey, by the way, before we get into some Ohio State stuff, we do breakfast here. You order breakfast a lot, Tyvis.
Whoa.
You do?
Whoa.
What are you saying? That's
whoa.
real.
Because I don't like the way you said it. Like
you order
that.
breakfast. You order breakfast a lot. However,
I order Dylan some too.
That's fine. But you don't order it just for him. You order it for you and often him. Now, I saw something for those because, you order that when you have to drive to Cleveland, when you've had to go other places and you've had other stuff to do. You get a little breakfast in before you have
little snicky
the rest of your travels. Well, Pop-Tarts may have something for you because this is something that Pop-Tarts fans have had a long time issue with, and they're finally addressing it. I love a Pop-Tart. Do you like a Pop-Tart? Are you good with Pop-Tarts, first of all?
Yeah.
Before we get here? Okay. Yeah. One of the complaints that people have had about Pop-Tarts, though, and I've had this complaint, is there's not enough stuff in the middle. Could get a little bit more of the frosted, the inner
never in
filling.
my life said that one time. Never.
You've never thought, I think they've actually taken it down a bit over the years. I think it was when I was a kid.
What kind are you getting?
I'm getting a regular Pop-Tart.
With flavor?
Oh, well, I mean, I get the cinnamon the cinnamon sugar one? I get that's the go-to. That one and the strawberry with the frosting on top.
There's
those two.
Those are totally fine with the stuff in the middle.
I could use more. Well, good news.
That's sad.
Pop-Tarts has created the super stuffed version of Pop-Tarts now. They're going to be hitting stores, they say, with 50% more filling than the regular one. They are so full of flavor, Tyvis, that when you buy the box of Pop-Tarts, you know how it usually comes 2 of them in a pack, and you get, 3 packs, I think, in the box? Or do you get 4?
You get, I think it's 4.
You get 4? Yeah, okay. Well,
the little box is 4.
Yeah, the little box, and then the bigger box is what? 12?
Maybe?
Yeah, I think it's, whatever. Anyway, the point is, the regular Pop-Tarts, now, when you get the super stuffed, it's 5 individually wrapped Pop-Tarts because they're so full of flavor. 50% more. I'm sure they will charge you an arm and a leg for these. However,
are you going to buy it?
Oh, of course. What do you think? We're going to have them in here. We're going to have them in here. We're going to do something with them, too. That's what's going to happen. Don't do any research because we will have this on the show. They say they're hitting stores in April. When I find one, I'm getting it for the show because we will have them. But here are the varieties. They have a cinnamon sugar, although they call it cinnamon caramel, which I'm sure is delicious. But why not make the regular cinnamon sugar? Like, start there. That one and the strawberry are the basic ones to me. Those are the first 2 you go with. They are doing the strawberry frosted ones as the super stuff. The third one is going to be the all chocolate, where it's like chocolate pastry, chocolate frosting on top, chocolate in the middle. I'm not usually a fan of that one. It's a little too much chocolate for me, but I'll eat it because it's going to be super stuffed. So we're going to try all these on the show.
You got to do it for research purposes?
I will do it for research purposes. A little work and a little pleasure, Tyvis.
If I just so happen to miss, like you give me the price and I miss it, will we have toasters in here?
There's a toaster out there. Yeah.
There's a toaster out there?
Yeah, I think someone's brought one in.
Yeah, I think I smell burned toast every once in a while.
That's because you're having a heart attack, Dylan. That's a sign. That's actually, they say if you smell burnt toast, that's
I was
going to
say that last flavor you mentioned sounded delicious because there is no such thing as too much chocolate to me.
All right, fair enough. I don't even know that I agree with the statement too much chocolate. It's just sometimes I'm in the mood for like chocolate combined with like a peanut butter or like
little jungle fever.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that. I guess I don't know what's supposed to happen there. I'm just going to leave that alone. Oh, that's what's going to happen. Okay.
But I'm not sure about this, Bone, because I thought when Oreo came out with mega stuff, I thought there's no way this could miss. I was a big double stuff guy.
Yeah.
Mega stuff is too much filling.
Lies. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You can't even taste the cookie anymore.
Yes,
it's
Dylan,
too much.
No, there's nothing wrong with the mega stuff.
I haven't had an Oreo in quite some time.
Okay, well, guess what? Monday, we're gonna bring them in and see what we can do. Didn't they have one beyond mega stuffed?
No. Yes, and I didn't try it because I thought the mega stuff was too much.
Even that one, I was like, no, this is good. I could do this. I liked it a lot. Actually, this is a good time for me to mention very quickly, Brother Bone. My brother is a psychopath because he came, right. We can probably share a story. Yes. All right. So my brother came over to my house one day. We had Oreos and we're just like, yeah, whatever. There's some Oreos. There's just different stuff. And he's like, oh, cool, Oreos. We got them out for the kids. He grabs one, undoes the Oreo, twists it off, licks the icing, the frosting, whatever's in the middle of an Oreo, right? Yeah. Then proceeds to eat the bottom half of the Oreo with the top that he had just removed, threw it in the trash.
Excuse me?
First of all, he still eats it like a child.
Well, I don't mind opening it and eating the frosting out of it, but then he only licked it and then he threw the whole thing in his mouth and ate that part, but then he discarded the top part that had no frosting on it, no icing, no filling. That went in the trash, and I just thought, that's still good. It's cookie wafer.
Saving calories.
Oh, okay, you're eating an Oreo. Just don't eat an Oreo then if you want to save the calories. What are we talking about?
He likes his cookie to have the frosting on it, the filling on it.
Instant, you know what? Go to jail Friday, Timmy, on Common Man.
Jail him.
That's a 5-year sentence right there for that. You don't open up an Oreo, throw half of it away.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
You threw away Oreo?
I used to open it, eat the filling, and then throw both sides away.
Oh, my God.
What?
When I was a kid.
Now I want you to go to jail forever. We just talked about Tyvis committing. We said Tyvis may or may not commit crimes. Well, apparently he has been committing crimes when he was a child. That's fine.
By the way, can we just take this break completely off the rails at this point?
I mean, I did have Ohio State audio to play, but sure. What do you want to talk about?
I'm watching Channel 10 right now, and it's transitioned to CBS Mornings.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see that as well.
Michael Jordan, another network that he's on more than the one he's actually paid to be on.
Yeah.
He's talking about his lawsuit with NASCAR.
Yeah.
But NBC can't get him to talk about basketball.
CBS Mornings says they're going to have Michael Jordan on Monday and Tuesday, exclusive interview, and it's him with Denny Hamlin, who's in his fire suit at a NASCAR race. By the way, they won last weekend, too. Tyler Reddick won again. Darlington.
It might be a two-part. They might have recorded it that day and then
Well, they just it will be because they just showed part of it just now, and then like T-Bone said, they just teased it. So he's going to be on CBS 3 days in a row, essentially. But he's paid to be on NBC and Peacock, and we only see him sometimes.
All right, here's a little audio from James Smith, Alabama transfer in on your defensive line, talking about why Ohio State was the right fit for him.
I kind of say, it kind of gave me, that feeling from back, when I was busy as a freshman with saving, it kind of felt like that, because here, I ain't gonna lie, I came here, they didn't lie to me not one time, nothing they told me, Coach Larry Johnson told me, it's gonna be hard, so I was okay with that.
Obviously, he was recruited by Nick Saban. He's saying when you come here, there were no lies. This was a very difficult place to come and perform, and he's experiencing that now. So the standard is high at Ohio State. That's good to hear. He also was asked about some of the differences between Alabama and here.
Another two great programs, but it's just there's some differences, which I don't know how they're doing now, but when I was there, it was we working hard and this, that, here it's the same, but it's the intensity is it's almost everything is so much faster. I feel like it's the big team. You know, SEC, we big, and like, slower here is like more fast and more speed. We're just trying to, really weigh an opponent down.
A little slower in the SEC. Here, it's faster. Both the guys are big.
They used to say that the SEC was bigger, faster, stronger. So it's kind of kind of crazy.
You know what they're saying about the Big Ten, Tyvis? It just means more in the Big Ten. That's what they're saying.
That last three national champions.
Absolutely right.
From the Big Ten.
What happened when
I don't even think the SEC's been in the game.
What happened when that program that he used to play for, when they went against the team that won the championship this year from the Big Ten? How'd that go?
Oh, they got rolled.
They got rolled by that Hoosiers team. Now, of course, Ohio State lost to him too. However, that was a 3-point game, and if we had a field goal kicker, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Hey. He's nailing the 50 at the pro days.
Yeah, you know why? Because there's no pressure.
Well,
because he's not feeling it in the moment. Okay, good for him. I hope he has a great NFL career. I'm not rooting against him in that way. I just wish he would have had a great career here. That would have been awesome.
I don't want us to refer to Alabama's football program anymore as Alabama Crimson Tide. There are now AAA Tuscaloosa.
I like it. Yes, that's our affiliate. Where we let them develop players. They develop players down there, and then they come up to Ohio State.
Whoa.
Yes, that's right.
You close your mouth because you sat there and fought for them when I told you they wasn't no good. And no, they deserve to be.
They're a great AAA minor league affiliate for the Buckeyes.
Whatever.
Okay. I can't wait for you to advocate for the Clippers to make it into the Major League Baseball playoffs. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing when you advocate for Alabama.
We basically had that with James Madison.
Well, that's true. Indiana was like, that's true. We had that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. A bunch of NFL players apparently got scammed by a fake OnlyFans model. You will hear that story next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still watching State Route 104 shut down in both directions between Dyer and 270. Crews are working to clear this out right now, but you will not be able to commute north or southbound over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of. And fact-check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
For more than 25 years, Brothers Roofing and Construction has been serving Central Ohio with dependable roofing, siding, and exterior repairs. We do the job right the first time. So if quality matters to you, visit brothersroofingconstruction.com.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
The nightmare of the cleared drain. Those drain clearing specials from the other guys seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. It's done right the first time, so that nightmare of a drain becomes a dream come true. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call 614-232-2222 to get started.
I knew that the first hour and a half of my day was going to be excruciating pain. I mean, it was so much pain, it literally brought tears to my eyes.
Dad to a prominent Ohio basketball family, Satch Sullinger was determined to find relief, and that's exactly what happened.
QC Kinetics, they are awesome. This is my body that they're using to repair itself. And so who wouldn't want to go for that?
QC Kinetics natural treatments got Satch's attention. Finally, a way to get rid of that pain in his knees without going under the knife. And best of all, they used his own healing properties to give him relief.
Since I've been having the treatment, I can go up and down steps. So I'm getting better. And my golf game shows it because I'm starting to hit the ball a little bit better now.
Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics treatments. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus and call today for your complimentary consultation. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Again, 208-4544. QC Kinetics.
The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a battle with the Sharks. Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 4:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Right. Garage floors, when you pull into your garage after a long, hard day of work, the last thing you want to see is all the gross stains. It just reminds you of all the stuff that you have to do. At least it does me. So getting your garage floor fixed, getting it all the cracks sealed up, and then finally getting a nice gleaming finish to that floor, that can really change your mood, especially when you're coming home after a long day of work. That's why you need to call Comer & Cross Concrete Floor Coatings at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. If your garage has bugged you, annoyed you, that it's not fixed, that it looks gross, you can get that fixed with Comer & Cross. And you're saying, T-Bone, I've already tried that. I had one of those epoxy companies come out. They put a thing on, or I tried to do it myself. Either way, it didn't take. It chipped. It cracked. It's got tire lift. It's not good. I don't want to do that anymore. Comer & Cross guarantees none of that will happen with their finish. So they can even fix the bad epoxy job you had before and get your garage floor fixed the right way so it will look awesome. And now with a guarantee. No subcontractors. They only bring pros out to your house who know how to install this product, and they will take everything out of your garage to make it easy on you. Take it out of there, install the garage floor in one day. You will come home looking at a brand new garage, and you will feel like $1 million. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR is the number to call. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR for Comer & Cross. Or you can go to comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com. Get your garage floor fixed from Comer & Cross now.
You know, I had a realization yesterday. After Arkansas lost, I only have 2 of the 4 that potentially could be in the Final Four. My bracket, my championship game is still alive, but the rest of my bracket is in shambles.
Yeah, Arkansas lost to Arizona last night, and it was not particularly close. 109-88 in that one. The first 2 games were really good.
Yeah, like Iowa, Nebraska, Purdue versus Texas.
That was the best game.
Was bangers.
Yeah, well,
I was watching Purdue, Texas.
Well, that was the one that what's his name? Who's been there forever? 3-name dude, the big guy.
Trey Kaufman-Wren.
Yes, TKR. He was the one that was tipped it in with like 0.7 seconds left to go. And I saw people complaining like, "Wow, there's a lot of pushing and shoving," and it's like, it's NCAA tournament. It's guys down low banging. Like, I don't have a problem with that. That's the way college basketball's supposed to be. Let them play. That's fine. I didn't mind that at all.
You know, Ohio State's beat Purdue.
I do know that. You know who else they beat in the Big Ten tourney? They beat Iowa.
Yeah.
And Iowa beat Nebraska, a 9 seed, going to the Elite 8. Ben McCollum, their first-year head coach, getting them to the Elite 8. I was told that you can't expect stuff like that after 1 year. You got to give it at least 3 years. You got to wait.
Imagine that.
You can't wait.
You get a coach.
If you get a coach who's won 4 national championships at the Division II level,
yes,
and you get a coach who, when he went to Drake, Drake, he went there and in 1 year stole their whole effing flow and got that team to the tournament.
And won a tournament game.
Won a tournament game at Drake in 1 year. And then, of course, now gets the big job at Iowa. Yeah, go figure. He was able to get the job done because it ain't his first time. He's been there, done that.
Probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah, Iowa's known for having way more NIL money than Ohio State. You're right. Ohio State can't compete with the corn farmers out in Iowa. We don't have any corn here. No one grows any crops in Ohio. So no money here for anything basketball related.
Iowa canned Fran McCaffrey, and looky here, they did not hire someone off of his staff. Imagine that.
Now hold on, Dylan. Let's not get crazy. That's a little bit. Jeez, what is this, Hot Take Friday? My God, calm down. That's all right. Fine. So whatever. Iowa, a team that Ohio State did beat, and then also got beat by. So I don't know which one of those you want to take as your measuring stick, but they had both happen. Iowa figured it out in this tournament, and they got the job done against Nebraska. Didn't hurt that Nebraska head coach Fred Hoiberg forgot to put, or the players did not understand that when you are down by 3 with like less than a minute to go, and there's a big inbounds play, that maybe you should have 5 guys on the court instead of 4, because that happened. They had a big outlet pass that went the length of the court. Was it the dude? Was it the guy who hit the 3-pointer? Wasn't he the one who got that pass and dunked it? Anyway, for Iowa, he was, what's his name? Figueroa? Is that? I'm trying to blank. I'm blanking on the dude's name.
I don't remember his name.
Anyway, whatever.
Who, Fulgaris?
Fulgaris,
not Figueroa. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. But he's the one who dunked it in that play, and he's the one who hit the 3 against Florida.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, like he's having a monster tournament.
That man,
in
sixth
big
man
moments.
of the year on the tournament, man.
Well, someone needs to be 5th man of the year for Nebraska, because someone should have got out there on that, because that was embarrassing. Hoiberg, to his credit, said, "Hey, that one's on me. All right, that's my bad. Because if it happens, just blame me."
Iowa had when it made Nebraska go like a 5-minute stretch where they didn't score a point.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, because there's some games tonight, of course, and I'm not rooting.
Big Ten rolling.
Purdue, Iowa, Illinois won last night against Houston. They advanced.
To the Balkans, please.
Telling you, you're talking Michigan State going tonight. You could have 5 teams in the Elite 8. And I mean, if you do that, there's a chance.
5 out of 8.
I'm telling you what, that's
crazy.
The Big Ten has to do it this year.
Well,
it's been 26 years.
Well, you know what they're gonna say, right? You can't expect Jake Diebler.
That's right.
It's a tough conference.
Right. You know what? It's
a tough conference this year.
That's right. So
5 out of the 8 teams were in the Elite 8.
Give him an extension. I agree. Give him more time to figure it out. Needs probably at least another 5 years. So let's just do that. What? I'm just echoing what everybody else is saying.
I'm just telling you.
It's funny. I said
out of the 8 teams.
I have a buddy who is like a big Diebler guy, and he's always mad at me when I point out that maybe Jake Diebler wasn't the right guy to hire, and it's taking longer than I would have liked to see this team get to where I think they should be. Whatever, we disagree on that. So when the North Carolina job came open, I said, "Hey, Jake Diebler, you say he's a great guy." And he's like, "That's not fair. How dare you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you want? Is he good or is he not? Just tell me what you want me to say." Because I thought you told me how you're glazing the guy all the time, how great he is. Well, then there's a big job for him. Why isn't he up for it? Answer. Because maybe you don't believe what you're saying.
I
maybe.
hate this term, this glazing term.
I didn't make it up. It's a term that happens.
I hate it.
You brought up glizzy yesterday. We're glazing, we're glizzying, we're all doing everything out here. I got the Glade plug-in over at the wall. I got everything.
You're the problem with the world.
I am the problem. I agree.
Y'all want instant gratification.
I'm the reason the Strait of Hormuz is not open, and you got to pay $9 for gas right now. It's all on me. I agree. I'm the problem with the world.
Who you is? Akon? Put the blame on me.
I haven't heard Akon in a long time.
You got Nate Oates. You got Dusty May. Any other coach that's asked about the North Carolina job saying, "Nah, not interested." Jake Diebler, still not a candidate.
Not a candidate. No, he's not.
You know what?
It'd be
kind of funny if he actually got the job.
If I'm Diebler, I'm putting out a statement right now through whoever the new Jerry Emig is. I'm putting a statement out saying, I just want to be clear, I'm removing my name from consideration for the North Carolina job. Hey, Brad Stevens did it. Why can't he? Just put it out there.
Brad Stevens did that?
Yeah, he said he's out. Which, you know what? Good for North Carolina for not being afraid of expectations. They asked the guy who runs the Boston Celtics, do you want this job? And he said, no, I do not. But they made him say no. That's the way it should be when you're a team as good as North Carolina, as prestigious as North Carolina's job.
You're just like Mark Tyvis. You look at the football team and the success, and you automatically think the basketball team. I know, I do, and that's not the same thing.
I do. What does Iowa do? Do they look at which one's their sport? Is it football or basketball? I'm not confused because they're in the Elite Eight. Are we allowed to have expectations if you're at Iowa, or you just should be no? Just again, they probably paid $20 million for this roster. Oh, wait, nope. They're telling me that's not the case. Okay. Hey, they got Bennett Sturtz, who wakes up occasionally and has a game, and then all the other times he's sleepy. And then they have a bunch of dudes who, again, I can't even remember the guy's name. Yes, Fugazi, him. Yes, he's great. My guy, Fugazi. Hit the shot. Let's go. All right, a bunch of NFL players got scammed by OnlyFans, apparently. We will tell you why these guys need to go to horny jail coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Still watching State Route 104 shut down in both directions. This stretches between Dyer Road and the 270 split. Down to the south side, you'll have to use 23 or 71 for the time being. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
It's never a bad time to fire up the grill. At Billiards Plus, the grilling season never ends. While you're grill shopping, you'll love browsing Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Forget the pot of gold. Save some green at all 4 Coghlan Kia locations. Get 0% plus no payments for 90 days on select new Kia Sorentos, Sportages, and Tellurides. Or buy a new 2026 Kia K4 for $279 a month. Visit CoglanKia.com.
0% APR available for 48 months on select in-stock units. 90-day deferred payments. Buy for $279 per month for 84 months at 5.99% APR with approved credit through Kia Finance. See dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPEED to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPEED for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPEED for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The new Omaha Steak Store is now open at 1033 Polaris Parkway at Polaris Commons. Stop in today and save 50% store-wide on legendary steaks, burgers, and more. Plus, get doorbuster deals starting at just $19.99. Discover the Omaha Steaks difference today at the new store at Polaris Commons in Columbus.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone
shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Columbus drivers, there's a new Ford service team in town, and we're ready to earn your business. At the Capital Ford of Columbus Service Department, we believe service should be easy. That's why we can come to you. Need an oil change, battery, recall, or routine maintenance? Our mobile service team brings a certified Ford service technician right to your home or workplace. No waiting rooms, no wasted time. And when you do visit us, you'll see what makes a new dealership different. We work harder to show we care. Call or schedule online today with Capital Ford in Whitehall, 614-300-6657.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets lost in Montreal last night, 2-1. They'll try to get back at the win column tomorrow night when they face the San Jose Sharks at home. Coverage starts at 4 o'clock here on The Fan. It was opening day for both Ohio Major League Baseball teams yesterday. The Cincinnati Reds started off with a 3-0 home loss to the Boston Red Sox, while the Cleveland Guardians began their season on the West Coast, beating the Seattle Mariners 6-4. Chase DeLauder had 2 home runs. There were 4 Sweet 16 games last night, and 3 teams from the Big Ten will be in the Elite Eight. Illinois, Iowa, and Purdue all advanced in the NCAA tournament, along with Arizona. Sweet 16 action will continue tonight. This update is sponsored by Logan AC Heat and Plumbing Services, the home of fast, friendly services. Logan Services, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to your guy, Tyvis. You got the Guardians cap on today. Not the Guardian cap like if you were playing football, but the Guardians hat. You have the Cleveland Guardians paraphernalia on as they had opening day last night. You know, opening night, essentially, out in Seattle. 10 p.m. first pitch. But you know what? Guardians got the win over the Mariners.
I wish I would have stayed up for it.
Well, how about your guy, Chase DeLauder? Pride of Columbus, baby.
Listen.
Former Clipper out there.
You know, Chase DeLauder,
2 home runs in his debut.
He is one of the guys that people been gassing him up for years, right? Mm-hmm. And because you know how the Guardians roll. The Guardians have this unbelievable farm system. They just, the young guys, the guys that's in the minors. Oh, these guys, when they get to the majors, they're going to be something.
Yeah.
And the problem is they don't never make it there. Like something happens. Like Chase is one of those guys that he gets hurt all the time. It's like every time he's about to make it to the majors, he gets hurt. Yeah. So we've been hearing about how great he is at the plate. But again, he's always hurt. So it's like, well, y'all better just start him in the majors, which I think he finished the year last year in the majors, like during the playoffs and stuff. So to see him start the season off there and start at right field and hit 2 dingers, it's like, man, this is the first time in a long time that they gas somebody up and they actually live to be that.
Was Chase DeLauder the guy last year that everybody wanted called up and, like you said, kept getting hurt?
Yes.
Was he the guy that, and I love this dude, I'm not anti him, but didn't Andre not get into a little bit of a little moment there?
Yes.
Was that Chase DeLauder?
I think that was Chase DeLauder.
We should check Andre Knott's Twitter. Let's see if he had anything to say last night.
That's funny.
Because if you don't remember that.
Because he put that tweet out, like he got hurt and he had put like a tweet out. Yeah, that was bad.
He put out a tweet that was just like, celebrate good times. I don't know. It was something like joyous. And it was like almost a minute after the announcement came out that Chase DeLauder had like a setback or an injury and was going to be out for like 6 weeks. And
he said that his tweet had nothing to do with the Chase DeLauder.
Yes, he did.
Allegedly.
That is exactly right. So, okay. There, I'm just pointing out that I couldn't remember if that was the controversy or not, and it turns out it was. So.
Tyvis, you're the big Guards fan here, and you're excited about Chase DeLauder. So let me ask you: in 7 years, will he be playing for the Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, or Padres?
You know we ain't signing him.
No,
Depends on if the sale goes all the way through.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
That's the thing. You got if the what is it, Blitzer? I think it is.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that wants to buy the team.
If he's all the way taken over, and there's a salary cap, then they probably will be.
I, for one, welcome the Wolf Blitzer era of Cleveland Guardians baseball. CNN legendary reporter, anchor, whatever he is, in his lovely beard. He will take over, and that'll be great. Are you familiar with the actress by the name of Tiana Trump?
Oh, yeah.
She's a porn star.
Correct.
That's she is an adult. She's a mattress actress is the term.
Mattress actress.
Yeah, adult film star.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. She didn't do anything.
She took the world by storm in like 10 years ago.
She did. Yes, very much so. Feel free to find out on your own time why, just not on a work computer.
What else do you know about her biography? Not on
a work computer is all I would say. No, just you're familiar.
I may have seen some of her work.
Her age and hometown?
I think she's from Indiana, actually.
Okay. He's a fan.
Okay. Don't ask me how I know that, though. That's wild that I think that I know that.
What are you, her biographer?
No. It's let's just say that back when I was banging at back at Ohio State, I kind of knew a guy that knew of her.
Knew of her.
Yeah,
like not the way like a normal person might know of her just by Googling or being online.
I wouldn't say so.
And that friend is you.
No, it's not me.
Okay,
no, it's not me.
All right, whatever.
Say,
all right,
you're a fan. 69 God.
No.
Okay. Gotta stop, Dylan.
I knew somebody that knew of her. I knew somebody that knew of her. That's all.
You got a lot going on over there, Dylan. All right. I don't know why. Okay. Here's the thing. So Tiana Trump did nothing, as far as we know, involved in this story, but her name comes up because apparently an FBI investigation has uncovered that a man by the name of Kwame Jarrell Ford was posing online as Tiana Trump, not like in photos or anything. He was pretending, he was like catfishing, essentially, pretending to be her, setting up an account that looked like her, purported to be her, whatever, and then was using that account to get into DMs of NFL and NBA athletes. The FBI has done an investigation and found that they apparently have charged this guy on 9 counts of wire fraud, 7 counts of computer fraud, 1 count of access device fraud, 4 counts of aggravated identity theft, 1 count of sex trafficking, because apparently part of what this guy did was posing as this adult film star. He convinced a woman who is an OnlyFans model that, hey, if you want to break into the industry, I'm a famous adult film star. I can get you in, but you need to go and do some stuff for me. I want to film you having sex with people.
Wait. So the guy stole Tiana Trump's account and there was messages.
He just made an account that looked like hers.
Okay.
Or, had her image on it, whatever, and then pretended to be her.
And she direct messaged the woman and said that
this guy did using that account.
Okay. As you want to get into the industry, you got to do some stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
And so then he would slide into the DMs of actual athletes and then say,
under
hey,
Tiana Trump.
Yeah, saying I'm Tiana Trump and I'd like to get to know you more. They would have interactions online. He apparently used that to get access to some of their like iCloud accounts and other sensitive material because obviously they think they're messaging this adult film star. They're sending stuff that's probably compromising. Now the next
half, he thick, bro.
Sure, right. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on that's not great in these DMs. I'm quite sure.
Sex.
Yeah. Whatever. So the next aspect of this is like also very criminal. He then would tell these people, hey, why don't you meet up with a friend of mine? She's in the industry. And this would be where the OnlyFans model came in. Mm-hmm. Then that person would go and meet these people in real life. They would have relations. And apparently, at least in one of those meetups, he filmed like a current player, former player, whatever, and this OnlyFans model
they didn't know they were being filmed.
Yeah.
And then he had that information as well. So this is all bad, right? The FBI has found this guy, and they are now warning the NFLPA, and I'm sure the NBAPA, that some of your players may have been caught. So you need to go, if you interacted with this person, if this was the account you interacted with, you got to check that you haven't been compromised, because we've seen that this is what this person was doing. So you just got to be careful out there on the internet, man.
Listen, this is first of all, he going to jail for.
Oh, it sounds like if he did all this stuff, they said he started this.
If the fans is on you done. You might as well just go ahead and lay it down.
It seems like, yeah,
you ain't beating the fans.
It said this phishing scheme got dozens of victims allegedly tricked into providing their login credentials to this man, Mr. Ford. After gaining control of the victims' Apple accounts, Ford allegedly obtained credit and debit card information belonging. So, yeah, I mean, this guy was scamming them from like the side of getting their, money and getting their credentials and all that stuff. And then also scamming them, at least some of them, into like meeting up with a person. And all of it was to get them on video. So just bad, gross all around. But now it looks like the feds have caught on to this.
When I hear
federal prison.
Yep, that's where you're going.
When I hear stories like this, it makes me so happy that I was with Lauren my entire time when I was in the league. Like,
sure.
It really does.
Oh, I'm guessing.
Because when you make it to the league and you like start going out, like you get access to some women that you be like, I never thought I'd have access to. Sure. And that right there messes up a lot of people.
I'm sure it does.
And they try to take full advantage of it, and then stuff like this happens. So to me, I was like, thank you. I didn't do none of that stuff. I had none of that going on. It was actually a blessing in disguise.
Well, see, that's where I think like humility can play a part too, is that if someone like an adult film star gets into your mentions, like I would think that if you're a star athlete, it is hard to keep yourself in check. Right? If an adult film star gets in your mentions like, hey, I think you're hot or whatever they're saying, if something like that happened to me, I'm looking at it going like, this is a scam. Clearly, they're not interested in me. I know that's a fact. I know they're lying. But like if you're an athlete and you're like at that level, you're like, well, why wouldn't they be? You probably are a little more confident of yourself to think of that, but not having that humility to say, but this could be fake. This could not be real. This may not be on the up and up. You got to have good people in your life who can remind you of that.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, there's a lot of people I know like that I played with that like mess with mattress actress. Jimmy G. Shout out my boy Jimmy Garoppolo. Said he wasn't doing nothing but just trying to, motivate the youth. I said, Jimmy, you did that? He said, listen, I'm just trying to inspire guys every day.
I was going to say,
Let's not name any more names
Zion
just because I'm getting Zion is dumb. He's dumb. What he did was just completely dumb. That right there is what Zion did is a person that grew up not getting women and then got money and just didn't know how to act. That's what he did.
That could be the case.
That's exactly what it is. I'm telling you.
See, you nailed it. That's good. Yeah, Morning Breath coming up next. Just some people who should probably shut up, including one that I got to tell you, this is, if you go to court, do not do what this person did. The audio we have for you next is pretty compelling. You'll hear it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Still watching traffic blocked off on State Route 104 in both directions. This is because of flooding stretching between Dyer Road and 270. You won't be able to go north or southbound through that stretch. Use 23 or 71 instead. Also watching slowdowns on the east side. This is on I-70 westbound right near Bryce Road. We've got a crash and traffic is slow moving coming in from the Reynoldsburg area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Raise your hand if you're excited about feeling older faster than you should. No takers? Yeah, I didn't think so. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients right here in Columbus, they're getting relief right now, feeling younger and jumping back into life full speed ahead. And that didn't happen in an operating room. My friend Dr. Ray Tesner and his team use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science. Treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need the relief the most. This is how I was treated. I had a knee issue. I went in there. We had a consultation. I went through a series of treatments. And you know what? After a handful of months, my knee started feeling better and better until I was able to get out there and do the things I loved again. It's all true. It's all real. The sooner you get started, the sooner your inflammation eases and the sooner you'll start feeling better again. So find out if you're a candidate at your free consultation at qckinetics.com/Columbus or 380-208-4544.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating and Cooling. Like your vehicle, your heating, cooling, and plumbing systems need to be maintained. We recommend our True Comfort membership designed to keep things working in tip-top shape. Thanks for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. But when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
Bo Bishop here. Picture this. Windows down, the beautiful countryside rolling by, the kids laughing in the back, and nowhere you have to be but wherever the road takes you. That's RV life. Find yours at RCD RV. 3 locations in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com. Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here. You know High Bank for their award-winning spirits, but the food deserves just as much love. Enjoy happy hour with friends, brunch with family, and dinner that never misses. Make your reservation today at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The Jackets are making a push to the playoffs.
Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Listen to every exciting moment, including an extended pregame show for weekend games. Proud to be your home of the Jackets. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see drier conditions and more sunshine later on this afternoon, but it will be a cooler day with highs only in the 40s here for your Friday, calling for a high near 46 with winds out of the north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And as we head into the weekend, we're tracking more sunshine and some quieter conditions with highs in the 40s on Saturday, warming to the upper 50s to near 60 here on Sunday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Sometimes it's better if people just shut up.
Shut up!
It's time for Morning Breath.
All right, I'm going to set the scene for you here. This is usually we play like big celebrity or a sports figure who does something or says something in Morning Breath because there's a lot of that going around, and we could have picked some of that today. But I found a video yesterday of a judge in Michigan, all right? This judge is hearing a case from a woman. She has a hearing. She is supposed to appear in court. However, you know, we went through this with COVID where not everybody can always appear in court, right? So you can do it virtually. Well, what you're about to hear is the exchange between the judge and a woman named Kimberly Carroll, who adamantly denies she is driving while on this video with the judge. The judge does not want someone to be driving while they're talking. That's obviously dangerous. It's also not allowed according to like the rules of the virtual meeting. You're not going to be able to come in court. You shouldn't be out driving is the point, right?
Correct.
This woman, when I tell you, and we'll post the video at Bone and Tyvis 971 so you can see it. When I tell you that this woman is sitting in the driver's side of her car, clearly there is like scenery passing by in the back of her. Please keep that in mind as you listen to this audio of a Detroit judge and defendant, whatever she is, Kimberly Carroll, who is having a hearing with this judge where she is not supposed to be driving and on the phone.
You cannot be driving, ma'am. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger in a car.
You're still not. I'm not hearing cases with people driving or as passengers in cars.
I'm sorry. I have an emergency. I'm going out of town for a family member, but I will have my driver pull over. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to be in a car, but hang on 1 second.
Am I crazy, or does it not look like you're driving that car?
I'm not driving the car. I'm a passenger in the car, sir.
What side of the car are you on?
I'm on the left-hand side.
How would you be on the left-hand side if you're a passenger in the front seat? Am I missing something?
Right-hand side. I'm sorry. I've been sitting in a room. I didn't know.
Yeah, the seatbelt's coming off of the driver's side, right? You're lying to me, right?
No, I'm not, sir.
Never show you the driver. Let me see the driver. Let me see the driver.
Hang on 1 second.
No.
I have to ask their permission.
Oh, you're not in the you weren't in the driver's side. You think I'm that stupid?
Oh, that's not going well. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have to pay permission. What are you doing? Why? Why would you say this? That's stupid. Everyone knows it's stupid. You know it's stupid. How do people... I don't understand how people think they can lie that level.
Do we know why she had to go to court?
No, there's no other info.
Whatever it is, she did it.
Well,
whatever it is, she did it.
The rest of the video, like you can see the further point where the judge is just like, all right, we're done here. Whatever. I don't know what the judge, I don't remember what he said, but it's more or less he has the tone and tenor of someone who says, motion denied, get out of my court. Like he shuts it down and is like, we're done here. This is over. You can't do that. Don't lie to me. And then shuts down whatever they're doing. So I don't know what she needed from him. I don't know what the ruling she was looking for, but I'm going to guess she didn't get it.
By the way, she's definitely one of the people that say Akron.
Oh, Akron?
Yeah.
Yes, that is. I'm telling you.
I can hear it in her tone. She definitely will say that.
You definitely get that in the, it's a Great Lakes kind of accent, I feel like. Cleveland, some people in Cleveland have it. You definitely get it up around Michigan, right? Oh, in the Upper Peninsula, like up that way. That way. You get it around Chicago a little bit. You get it in Wisconsin, Minnesota, for sure. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, you go up to Canada, you get it, too.
Don't you say, what is it that Common Man says for Chicago?
He says Chicago. Like, overcompensates the other way. So you don't say, oh, yeah, I'm from Chicago. Get some hot dogs. Hey, Don. Like, he doesn't do that. I think some people from Chicago overcompensate and go hard on the Chicago. Like, over the top.
You mentioned Minnesota. I decided yesterday Minnesota is like a mixture between Canadian and Midwestern.
Oh, it 100% is.
It's a mashup.
It's very much Midwestern and very much Canadian. Yeah, you've nailed it. I think you should write a book on this, Dylan. You've got it.
I was just thinking about Minnesota accents yesterday.
You've never gotten something more accurate in your life, so that's very good by you.
Right. I've peaked.
By the way, speaking of a place that would love hockey, I'm quite sure would be Minnesota. We love hockey here, too. Blue Jackets are making their push to the playoffs, so we're getting you ready all weekend long. Tomorrow, before the Jackets take on the Sharks at 5, you can catch an extended 1-hour pregame show starting at 4, hosted by Dylan Tyre. Yes, then Sunday, we're back at it again. Pregame at 4, puck drop at 5. Jackets face the Bruins on the home of the Blue Jackets, 97.1 The Fan. 2 5 p.m. starts for the Jackets this weekend. I, as someone who is used to getting up early, love that. So I can watch the Jackets and then be at a reasonable bedtime for myself. This is good for me. Thank you to the Blue Jackets for doing that. I appreciate it.
The only thing that has me salty about this is that I will be working both games.
Whose choice was that?
And pregame is starting a half hour earlier, which means I will be working an extra hour this weekend with not additional compensation.
Oh, look at that. That's too bad.
Poor thing.
It's a crime.
You signed up to work? Yeah. Tom Brady, by the way, Remember how there was all that noise? He tweeted out the thing that was like, makes you think after he did his little flag football excursion last weekend. Yep. Well, apparently, I don't know when this was. He claims it was before that happened. There were thoughts that maybe Tom Brady would want to explore a comeback and go back to playing in the NFL. He says apparently he did explore this.
There's no way they letting this ride.
He said, I actually have inquired with the league, and they don't like that idea very much, so I'm going to leave it at that. He said, we explored a lot of different things, and I'm very happily retired. Let me just say that, too. So
you know when this came about?
When did this come about?
When Bo Nix got hurt.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's when he explored it?
Yep.
Could they have added him at that point in the season?
Why couldn't you?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I guess you could.
He's
I don't
free
know.
agent.
Well, that's true, right? Yeah, he's just out there. You could add anybody you want to.
And to then have a chance to go against the Patriots?
Well, that would have been something.
He's like that.
He did. Yes, he's that
type of guy.
Well, here's the problem that he ran into, and he doesn't say this, but this is just everyone who covers the league kind of reporting on it after the fact, saying, oh, yeah, if he had to do that, the league is pretty staunch on the fact that you cannot be an owner and a player at the same time. That is mixing. You can't do that. Never the twain shall meet on that. So for him to go back and be a free agent in the NFL.
All that. He can't, he's an analyst.
No, well, there's that too, right? So what they said is he would have to, number one, not just like pause being an owner. You can't do that. He would have to divest himself from everything that he owns in the NFL. So like his ownership stake in the Raiders, he would have to sell it. That presents another issue for him, which is if he sells that, now you have the question of would he only be eligible to go play for the Raiders because technically he's received compensation because the Raiders made him a sweetheart deal to buy that stuff in the first place. He didn't pay regular market value for that. So when he sells it at regular market value, he makes a tremendous profit. That would be viewed as possibly even something that would account for the salary cap. That they would have to say, well, if you made $200 million off this sale or some crazy number like that, or let's say it was $40 million, whatever it is, that would then have to go towards possibly the Raiders' books on the salary cap for him to even come back. And then they would have his rights, and then they'd have to trade him to somebody.
They already bending rules and jumping through hoops for him for the owner and analyst thing.
Absolutely right.
Now you want to play? Oh, man.
I got to tell you, man.
Oh, man.
People think that, like, just because you're good at football, you're good at everything. I would never take advice from Tom Brady. Like, other than on, like, maybe how to be a better competitor or something, but...
Not a family advice?
No.
Not a marital advice?
But just in general, like, do we think it's healthy to constantly be going in your life like, oh, man, remember those days? I wish I was back. Like, you won how many Super Bowls?
7.
You've been the MVP of the league. You are the undoubted greatest quarterback of all time and arguably the greatest player of all time, according to some people, right? We can have that debate.
How could you not say
that? So I'm saying you have all of that. There's nothing you left out there. And you're still sitting there going, maybe I could go back and play in the playoffs.
He could have snuck an 8th one with the Broncos.
But why? Like that, I'm saying it
can never be touched.
I'm saying it's not a healthy thing to constantly be looking back on what you did previously.
He threw his family to the side. He may as well.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not threw everything away. What else he got to lose?
He's a fantastic football player. He's not a well-adjusted human. That's what I'm saying.
You might as well go all in on it now.
I'm saying that's not healthy. To like constantly be yearning for the good old days of like, oh man, I wish I could go back. Even at something as successful as Tom Brady. I get why he wants to go back.
Said he likes throwing Spyros.
He can go out and throw them to these guys that he knows. They're called his children.
See,
you can go call up your adult sons now. You're mouth kissing and throw them the football. I'm sure they'd love to have a catch with dad. Instead, it's like, no, let me go. Is Gronk going to come back too?
They got the jiu-jitsu guy that they kicking it with. No, I think for him, he's probably like he's seen it from he said that he's never looked at the game from like a different view. Like now that he's an analyst, he sees it differently. So now he's curious to see, like, now that I've seen it from this lens, how would it affect me now?
They're paying you $300 million.
I'm telling you, he's curious.
He's getting paid $300 million to be the number one guy on Fox and go, yep, that was a good pass. I liked it. Oh, I didn't like that. That sucked. I could have done that better.
He's getting better.
No. But I'm saying, my point is he can do whatever he wants. He's getting $300 million to talk on TV about the game. He's still around it. He owns part of an NFL team. what more do you need? The answer is he's never satisfied. And I don't think that's healthy. That's my point. So great player. But, yeah, it's time to move on, Tom. No more exploring going back. How about that?
Take the L out of lover. It's over.
Exactly right. 2 minutes away, a guy who you have some familiarity with, I believe, Tyvis. This is a guy who is a former player for the Buckeyes.
I forgot
He is
all
currently an ambassador for the Columbus Aviators. But most importantly, he owns the transportation that Tyvis Powell uses every day to get here to this very radio show. Cardell Jones, 12 gauge, will join us in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Still watching 104 closed in both directions on the south side. This stretches between Dyer and 270. Again, that is shut down because of flooding concerns. You'll have to use 23 or 71 to get around that. Also on the east side, watching slow-moving traffic from a crash earlier this morning. This is on 70 westbound right at Bryce Road. Expect that westbound traffic to be slow-moving as you come in from the Reynoldsburg area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
I'm Roger from Columbus. I've lived in Ohio all my life. Owning your home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for seniors, property taxes keep going up and are costing us everything we've worked for. They're even making it impossible for my grandkids to afford their first homes. Vivek Ramaswamy believes when you own your home, you're in charge. As governor, he'll roll back property taxes to levels from before the end of the pandemic. It's a practical plan that will put thousands of dollars back in your pocket next year while maintaining strong education and dependable police and fire. Ohio's politicians have ignored this crisis for too long. But Vivek Ramaswamy isn't a politician. He's an entrepreneur, and he's ready to fight for you. Ohio needs a leader who makes your life more affordable. That's Vivek Ramaswamy.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
March Madness is here again, and so is a Great Clips $12.99 haircut coupon. From dominating the bracket pool to demolishing game day snacks, Great Clips gets that March is every fan's favorite month. And with a $12.99 haircut coupon, your hair can be as ready for the action as you are. Grab a $12.99 haircut coupon now at greatclips.com/March Madness. Great Clips, official hair salon of March Madness. Valid only at participating U.S. salons. Terms apply. March Madness is a trademark of the National Collegiate Athletic Association.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. Two men, one appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Now joining us in the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline, former Buckeye quarterback, now ambassador for your Columbus Aviators. The inaugural season getting started this weekend as they take on the Orlando Storm in Orlando. He is 12 gauge, Cardell Jones. Cardell, thanks for taking the time this morning. How excited are you to see this new venture get started in Columbus, a new era of football in this town?
But extremely excited because I think Columbus is very supportive of any and everything that comes to the city. It's creating new buzzes and sparks from the business community to the sporting world, dating back to a few years ago with the Fever, and then a few years ago prior before that by keeping the crew here and building a new stadium. So when it comes to support on a not just a city level but a state level, Ohio does a pretty good job with newcomers.
What are you good for?
I can't answer that on radio. So we're going to keep this PG-13 for all of the young ears and listeners out there. So, use your imagination.
Cardell, the other day, he comes in here and he's like, man, Cardell made me pick him up at the airport, and then he made me go over here to run an errand. I had to go there to run an errand. We had to do this. And I'm like, if you buy your own car, maybe you wouldn't have to constantly be picking up your friend who lets you borrow his car all the time. So
he's my personal, he's my personal chauffeur. He's my personal chauffeur. So no, he don't need to buy anything. I like to hold that over his head. So we're all good.
Anyways, Cardell, I'm looking to get back into shape. You think I could get a roster spot on the team?
Yeah, we got one sport for you. We just sent out a mass email to all the Columbus locals looking for some water boys. So I think I know a guy I can get you right in there, man. You know, Coach Tegan Jr. is a fast guy. He's very active up and down the sideline. So if you can stay on his hip, or you can be the coach that used to do with Urban Meyer and pulling him back when he get too close on the sideline. So if you can keep up with Tegan Jr. on the sideline, because I know you ain't talking about being actually on that field.
What you mean? You don't think I could go out there and play DB?
You said DN? What did you say? Did you say DN now? You know what, Tyvis? You know what's sad? It's that all these years you joke around on the radio and talk about my weight and all this other crap. It's sad that I'm closer to my playing weight than you are. That's horrible.
Wow.
You say that. Like, first of all, what are you weighing these days, out of curiosity?
Closer to my playing weight than
That's
you.
not it. That's not Oh, man. Cardell, what does a successful season look like for the Aviators? What are you expecting to see?
Look at that. So you got on the weight talk in Cardell. Now he's back to serious topics. He doesn't want to. I think you got him. That means you won.
You know what? That's a sign of a true professional, man. That's a sign of a true professional right there. But I think a successful season this year for pretty much, I wouldn't call us an expansion team, but a team coming into a new city is just being competitive, right? I think clearly this is a winnable league for us, only having 8 teams in the conference and doing really good in the draft and really putting the right pieces around the players to support them to ultimately further their careers at the next level, which is the National Football League. But last year in the UFL, you saw a team that was 6-4 in the regular season to win the championship. So I think putting yourself in a position to be competitive and then compete for a championship and a playoff spot here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I think this season can be very successful.
So you've got the game this weekend at Orlando. That's at 8 o'clock on Sunday, and that is on ESPN for people who want to watch and see the inaugural game for the Columbus Aviators. Next week is the home opener, Friday, April 3rd at historic Crew Stadium against DC Defenders. That's on Fox. I mean, the fact that UFL has this level of push where you can actually watch it on regular TV, on something that's widely accessible, just in general, in your conversations, being around the league a little bit and seeing what they are planning to do with this league going forward, how do you feel now that you've gotten to see a little bit of the inner workings of the UFL and how that all works?
Yeah, well, before with the USFL and the XFL, before the two leagues merged, two professional spring leagues merged, their marketing was hugely behind and pushed behind that they wasn't a developmental league for the NFL, and it was their own thing. And kind of the way the last couple of years have been going, you've been seeing a lot of guys for the USL had an opportunity to play on Sundays. I mean, last year alone, it was 80-plus guys on the practice squad of NFL active rosters who played in the league. So I think they're trying to lean more into that relationship of a developmental league without an official relationship and what that looks like, especially in the kickers game. So I think when you look at the major support they have behind the league when it comes to the NFL adopting the kickoff rules and regulations and ruling from the UFL, and then just the time frame when the UFL wraps up to when the NFL offseason is pretty much getting ready, kind of midway point of kicking off. And next year, even talks earlier about starting the UFL season earlier to give guys a better chance to have opportunities to walk in right into the OTAs earlier in phase 1 versus phase 3. So when you look at those type of things and you look at how Fox and ESPN is heavily involved and ABC is heavily involved, I believe, with the league, it continues to gain legitimacy and, eyes on everyone's. So these players can continue to have opportunity to fight for their dreams and go to play in the National Football League.
Give me a name, Cardell, one guy on the team that we should look out for that you're excited to see.
You know what? He's not the starting quarterback right now, but Aiden Sand is a guy that I'm really excited to see because he set all the records at Penn. And then if Columbus people know, he was like, Sand, you talking about Julian? No, his big brother. By the way, he's a lot smarter, went to Penn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I think we got the better Sand, if you ask me. I think I'm excited for guys like Aiden because, he was a guy that was, his career, I wouldn't say was cut short, but was opportunities dried up a little bit for him because he dealt with some injuries towards the end of his career at Penn. But he's back and fully ready to go, and he had a pretty good camp down in Dallas. And I know he's not the starter, but I think with this point right now of giving guys an opportunity and going with a hot hand, I already know Coach Ted Ginger and Todd Haley, that offensive staff is going to, find a way to get the playmakers on the field. So a guy like that and set all the records at Penn and can throw the ball all around the field. And I guarantee you, having the support of his brother right here in Columbus, Ohio, that's going to go a long way as well. So I'm excited to see him get an opportunity to show, what he can do.
So in circle drill, you and him, he gets you is what you're saying.
Circle drill between me and Aiden?
Yeah.
You know what? No. He's Julian. He is like a little bigger Julian Sand, man. They look like they both have quick releases, but I think just because of size, I think I'll have a unfair advantage over him in the circle drill.
Well, I would ask you, since you brought him up, I mean, this is a big year, obviously, for Julian Sand. Year one, plenty of success. Didn't quite go the way he wanted it to in the end, but now he's got a chance to be here all offseason, kind of get focused for the Buckeyes and kind of take that next step in his career. What advice would you give him as someone who, played in that spot? What the pressures are like of that job. For Julian Sand in year two as a starting quarterback at Ohio State, what advice would you have given him this offseason if you were asked?
So I think that's different because I never been in Julian Sand's position by returning as the starting quarterback and not competing. I think it's different. When you look at the successes of the last few quarterbacks that Ryan Day has coached, their first years was always quarterback battles, and then their second years, they flourished. Right, you look at C.J. Stroud, you look at Justin Fields, and now I think this is an opportunity for, Julian Sand to have that same type of success, that same type of jump, because now this offseason isn't about competing. He's going in as, he's the guy. This is about tailoring the skills that you have. So I'm not going out there as, I wouldn't say timid, but I'm not trying to be perfect in practice because I'm not competing for my livelihood versus I'm building on what I've done before. I think the best piece of advice I can give him going into the season is continue to develop your game, right? And I think Ryan Day came out earlier and said that's going to be emphasis on, extending the plays and the quarterback run and pretty much getting them more comfortable and acclimated with making the off-schedule plays. But guys got to remember, Julian Sand was the number 2 dual threat quarterback in all of high school coming out when he committed to Alabama. So the ability is there. So I think it's more so getting him more comfortable potentially with doing that to make him more of a threat inside and outside the pocket. So I think we're going to see a huge improvement. And I know that sounds crazy from a guy who completed almost 80% of his passes from last year to this year and ended up in New York. I think we're going to see a huge improvement from Julian Sand this season.
How many times when you get in your car after it's been borrowed by Tyvis do you find leftovers from Chipotle? Is it all the time? Is it slightly often?
It's probably his own.
It's not so much a leftovers from Chipotle. It's pretty much, it's like, and I love them to death. Lay and Joe, I love them to death. It's like they feed my car as well. They feed themselves, they feed my car.
Yes,
I don't mind it.
The kids do that.
Right. They feed the car as well. So I get it. They want to keep the car home. I mean, they want to keep the car, happy as well. So they feed the car as well.
Yeah, one for you, one for me. Exactly right.
Exactly.
Cardell, thanks for the time this morning. We appreciate it. Good luck to the Aviators and best of luck going forward. We'll talk soon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good one.
There you go. That is Cardell Jones, 12 gauge, and the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. When are you going to get your own car?
That's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. That's what I just.
Am I doing bad enough that I need my own vehicle? I don't go nowhere.
You can tell he likes having the fact that you come pick him up whenever he asks. So there you go.
I go to work and go home. That's it. I don't really need,
Does the Tesla fit 3 car seats?
Yeah, you're going to need to figure something out there. It might be, listen, it might be minivan time. You're going to need some sliding doors and some captain's chairs because it's going to be time pretty soon. That's where you're at. All right, we are going to do a little crosstalk with the buzzer as well next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still watching State Route 104 shut down in both directions between Dyer and 270 on the south side. Again, that is shut down in both directions right now. Still watching a crash as well on 670 westbound. The right lane blocked off just past that 33-670 exit ramp. As crews clear out that issue, watch for that. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Take your shot to save at Great Lakes Hyundai. Shoot the hoop to get extra savings on your new car purchase. On top of big shot savings like 0% financing on 26 Hyundai Santa Fe's and Tucson's for up to 5 years. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With first credit, some customers may not qualify. Interest accrues during no payment period. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's Best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Offer ends 3/31.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Bo Bishop here. Ready to hit the road and make some memories? Then get to RCD RV, Central Ohio's go-to destination for the best deals, unbeatable service, and adventure-ready RVs. Start your journey today at any of their 3 Central Ohio locations or visit online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
BMI Federal Credit Union is celebrating their 90th anniversary. As a thank you, they will be celebrating with monthly sweepstakes where 90 winners will win big. Visit bmifcu.org/90 years for more details.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The water's standing in the tub. My toilets will not flush. The smell's getting bad in here. I need help in a rush.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greensons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
It's time for a March Madness schedule update. Half of the NCAA Men's Elite Eight is set, and tonight decides the rest. Up first from the East in D.C., the 1-seed Duke and 5th-seeded St. John's, along with the 2nd-seeded UConn Huskies and number 3 Michigan State Spartans. In Chicago, the Midwest features the 1-seed Michigan and 4th-seeded Alabama, and the 2-seed Iowa State against number 6 Tennessee. Stay tuned for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA tournament right here.
O'Reilly. Need new wiper blades but not sure which ones are right for you? The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. We'll show you options for your vehicle and even install your new wiper blades for free. Right now, save $10 per pair on Bosch Focus wiper blades so you can see better in any weather. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Join our resident gambling degenerates, Steve Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Sunday mornings at 9.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, a guy who's been in all week for the great Bo Bishop, Joshua E. Perry.
Howdy.
Joshua, now, I don't know what you got planned, but you talk about you wasn't. So I seen Joshua yesterday. Let me just preface.
Just get right into it.
I seen Joshua yesterday. Joshua stopped by my house. I was doing a podcast down in the basement, so I didn't even realize he was there.
He was doing the podcast, I think, with the door open down there, though, so we could hear him.
Oh, yeah. That's
nice. I had my door open. So anyways.
You could hear Tyvis Powell somewhere else in the house. I'm shocked by this. He's such an otherwise quiet individual.
Anyways,
really surprised.
So I get off the podcast. It was like an hour and 40 minutes. I get off the podcast. I come upstairs. Joshua and his family is there. And, we're sitting there talking, and Joshua asked me we were talking about food.
Yeah.
And he had went to Skyline yesterday.
Delicious.
And he said it was a free coney.
Okay. Yeah, because it was Reds opening day.
That's
They're
right.
big, Cincinnati-based place.
He partook in the festivities. I said nothing. And he said, we're not even going to fat shame each other. I said, okay, whatever. Now, passing him out here, he said, that's out the window. He's going to fat shame me. And I'm trying to figure out, how you going to fat shame me? What did I do?
Well, Cardell brought up great appearance by him, but brought up a great point that I think needs to be reiterated. Me and Cardell are both closer to our playing weights than you are to yours. And I just find that to be so interesting. It's such a little interesting factoid. I felt like it needed to be said again.
So the thing about that is, would you say that I'm fat? When you look at me, would you say that I'm fat?
I wouldn't say so, but certainly your build is different than it was.
Okay. The funny part about all of that is that because I had the same issue. Like I would look at myself and I would say, where is exactly that I get bigger? And a lot of my weight went into my legs and a little bit into my stomach. But everything else outside of it is pretty much the same.
None went to your ass.
No, I was going to say, I think a little bit
not one bit.
That's part of the legs.
Okay.
That goes with the legs.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Common man will drive down here and verify that he thinks your ass has got a little bigger.
So with
That's
that
all.
being said, it's not like I'm just obese or anything like that. I grew into my body.
Hold on, did he say that with the T?
He is the obese. He is the obese. The diabetes, they're calling it.
The beast.
I'm not obese. Okay? Therefore, I just grew into my body. Like, what?
I grew into my body.
What do you want me to do?
That's actually a good one. I'm going to start saying that. I grew into my body at 30 some odd years old, finally.
If I had a huge belly or something, we can talk about it. But, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
I filled out my frame.
You carry the weight well. I will say that.
Thank you.
I will say that.
Joshua, on the other hand.
Whoa.
Joshua carries. He's doing great.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you keep eating 5 coney dogs.
Those conies are not that big. They're they're 2 biters, really.
Yeah, they really are.
Biters.
They
2
are.
biters.
Yeah,
they are. I've never had Skyline chili. I should.
They have chicken chili now, which is higher in protein.
Chicken chili.
If you want to go ahead and try that.
So you can get. I can get a coney dog with chicken chili on it.
Yes, you can.
Have you ever had a coney dog in general? Coney sauce? Okay, then you kind of have an idea of what it tastes like. There's a little cinnamon in there, so that makes it a Skyline chilies. The Cincinnati chili is a little different, but yeah, for me, it's the cheese. That cheese, I don't know how they found that color of cheese in nature. I don't think they did, but I'll take it. I like it when they pile that on there with all the coney sauce. I'm going to go get Skyline after this.
By the way,
you should do. I'm going to go get some.
By the way, did you work out yesterday?
I did.
What'd you do?
I did legs yesterday.
Oh, okay.
A big leg day.
Good for you.
Yep.
That's why he ate Skyline.
That's
you
right.
can eat anything you want on
the only thing
I worked out yesterday, too, and I barely ate dinner.
It was the only thing I ate all day.
I was supposed to have burgers and hot dogs.
I saw the burgers were out there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. We never got to it.
Yeah. What a shame.
Too bad.
What a shame.
Did the burgers have buns at least? Did you put a bun on
we didn't have no buns.
This is what is wrong with you?
We don't eat buns. We don't. My kids won't eat a burger with it. They literally they're gonna put cheese on it and you cut it and eat it like that.
I don't.
You got like little ketchup and mustard on the side.
Then you're having a patty of meat. You're not having a hamburger.
Sure,
the hamburger is all the stuff together.
It sounds very steak without gravy, really.
Exactly right. The flavor of the burger is that good, you don't need a bun.
Brother, the flavor of the burger, like,
you don't need a bun.
It's not.
You need to get to the flavor. You want straight flavor.
How are you seasoning the burger then?
You gotta ask Lauren.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He doesn't know. All right, so what's coming up on Bishop and Friends today?
We're going to get into the Aviators a little bit as well. We've got a guest coming up, and then some Buckeye talk. We've got Tim May and Doug Lesmerises that are going to be on the program.
All right, there you go. Cool.
If you catch my drift.
Catch my drift.
Bishop and Friends, featuring Joshua Perry, coming up next. 9 to noon right here on the Fan.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Well, Major League Baseball made its debut this year on Netflix, opening the season on Wednesday night. That, of course, was the Yankees taking on the Giants in that game. According to John Orrond, who covers Major League Baseball in the media and all that, he said that part of the issue, if you notice, there were a lot of Netflix commercials. There were a lot of commercials in general in that baseball broadcast. That is because they had to do something called make goods. What that means is when they broadcasted some NFL games this year, namely the Cowboys-Commanders game and the Lions-Vikings game, they didn't draw enough numbers on Netflix for the advertisers. The advertisers were promised certain numbers of impressions. They didn't reach them. So in order to fulfill that, they had to basically run free commercials for those companies on the baseball broadcast to make good from the last. So what I'm saying is we're off to a good start with Netflix hosting sports, where you're not even covering the audience that you're supposed to. That is not a good sign for Netflix hosting live sports. I'm just throwing that out there. But don't worry. I'm sure they'll be hosting
They
a Super
couldn't
Bowl
get the numbers
sooner or
right
later.
for
the NFL
broadcast?
The NFL.
Oh, they're in trouble.
That's not a great sign at all. All right, that's it for us. Have a great rest of your Friday. We will see you on Monday. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, State Route 104 is still closed in both directions. The stretches between Dyer and 270, again, both directions still closed as crews clear out flooding from overnight. We are also watching an issue on 670 as you push into that 670-70 split. Westbound lane slightly blocked off because of a disabled vehicle. Make it a great day and a great weekend. I'm HEN TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Hey,